Alright, it's up and running. So, let's see. Duranu, it would be your turn to scribe, if you're okay with that.
Okay.
Get those inspiration points. And Quentin, you were the last scribe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to give a recap?
Yeah. No one shapeshifted as Captain and Shan sneak into the camp to cause chaos and open the gates for us. They go in, the lying works of it, go into a tent, wait till about the time when the group's about to attack. Trisha walks out, bitch slaps the captain and gets into a fight. They saw a tiefling slave there as well, which was very unusual. Fight kicks off. Shan goes down twice. Daranu goes down once. Quinton direwolves wild shapes into a direwolf with glowing wings and glowing eyes, which scares the shit out of everyone. And yeah, we've killed everybody in the camp, and now we're just dealing with the two teleporty gits outside. In a nutshell.
Alright, so we were in combat. Let's go back to that. Yeah, I remember I could not hit the werewolf for the life of me. Oh, and we have two guys, not werewolf, the direwolf. Yeah, two guys are asleep in the tower to the south, which is still on a timer. Alright.
Yeah, I think, and my timer dropped from my radiant soul when we shifted from my direwolf to me, but I've got like 6 turns left. I've been keeping track.
Alright, so Duranu, the guy is running off into the woods, but it was your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, he's not going to get very far without me being able to find him because he is Hunter's Mark.
Yes, though chasing him into the woods might be dangerous right now, because a horn was blown.
I know a horn was blown, but let's stab him.
Alright, so you rush up to him.
Where's my rapier? There's my rapier.
I don't think he's marked anymore, because didn't when you go down the mark go... Oh, did you just remark him?
No, I cast Hunter's Mark when I got back up.
Oh, okay.
There's been a turn between me going down and me coming back up.
Yeah,
One second, I need to log into Roll20.
Did I forget to mark him? Did you put that in the log? I'm not seeing it. Did I miss that? Nice, nice.
I might not have clicked the spell, but I know I said I Hunter's Marked him last turn. Because last turn, all I did was drop on my shield and Hunter's Mark him.
Alright.
I didn't click the spell.
Alright, maybe I forgot to mark him then. Let me add that mark to him. Where's that mark? There we go. Alright, so you rush up and attempt to stab him. Go ahead, give me a roll.
18?
18, yeah, that would strike. So he's trying to dash away through the trees, and you strike him for 4 piercing. And Hunter's Mark 3, so 7.
Possibly, bear with me 2 seconds and double check the range on it. I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 feet.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not on my character sheet. It's on Fluffy's character sheet. Fluffy can't do that. Fluffy, keep killing.
Alright, so that's it for you. What's Fluffy doing? Remember, the trees are difficult terrain.
They are. The 20. Yeah, he's gonna go there. It does require a dash.
So she is dashing through the wooded area. Trying to get up, so that's it for her. The hobgoblin in the tower sleeps for another turn, as does, oh no, that guy's dead. Patchwork.
One moment. It's still loading for me a bit. Oh yeah.
What was this?
The
Does
guy
anyone
in the
remember?
circle is still alive, right?
What?
Oh, spike growth.
Spike growth, that's right. Who, this guy? Yeah, he's just standing
Yeah.
there.
Okay, is he hidden by like trees or something? Does he have
Yeah, he would have cover from the trees.
what does cover do?
Depending on the level, it gives between +2 and +4 to his AC. He has light cover right now, so he'd be at +2.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit him with a guiding bolt.
Alright. You channel your energies. 16 would normally be enough, but the cover would stop the attack as it hits a tree. Because his AC is 17 right now with the +2.
Alright, okay, Then... I can only get here because of...
If you enter that area, you will take damage, as there's spiky growth everywhere.
Good to know. Good to know. I could only get here probably because of the trees.
Yeah, each tree square is difficult terrain.
Okay, I'm gonna move around the spikes then.
Okay.
Over here. That's my turn.
The Iron Shadow goes. Seeing you pursuing, he's going to turn around and punch you as you stab him.
Oh.
Yeah. 22, I'm guessing, would hit you.
It does.
Alright, so 4 damage on the first punch.
Okay.
Yeah. 16?
No.
Yeah. 10 would miss. And yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Alright, last punch gets you for 4. Ooh, just enough. So Duranu goes down again as he takes a nasty hit to the kidney or whatnot, and let me see something. I think he... Yeah, so after the last attack, this guy is going to poof 30 feet through the trees. So he is 25 off the map. To the east here. Escaping into the trees, and he's going to use his movement to move another 15, because he's at difficult terrain.
Cool.
So he is rushing through the forest. Quentin.
No, okay. Right. So, action, I'm going to do create bonfire on that Iron Shadow. Directly
Okay.
on them. Yeah.
Alright, so you are unconscious and prone. And your rapier is on the ground. Duranu. Alright, so you do create bonfire. So the bonfire hits him, but nothing seems to happen. He seemingly is just standing in the bonfire.
Should I have told you guys he's an illusion?
I don't think you mentioned that, no. But it,
No,
yeah,
no.
you would guess that that is an illusion now, because generally people are burned when they are in fire.
Well,
Or at least
I know
react in
Patrick-
some way.
I know Patrick's there, so I have a very good feeling that Patrick's going to heal Daranu. So I am going to use my movement to... Actually, I've moved 40 to get there.
Alright, so you rush back towards the fort. No one.
Now you'll have to remind me.
Yeah.
The guy who came in, the messenger from Orcard who said that there was a shape changer around. Was he carrying? Was he reading off a letter? Did he
No,
just
it was like a verbal message.
Okay, he just announced it.
Yeah, and he's dead now.
Okay, thank goodness.
I think the only ones still alive are the two you put to sleep in the tower.
Okay, I guess.
Well, and the guy
will...
running away, but you don't see him.
I don't see him, and I think he's just too far away for me to do anything about it. Really?
Yeah.
Although, whoops. Although, we want him dead, eh?
Ideally, but yeah, if you have some way of doing that.
80.
That includes like 20 feet of difficult terrain plus damage.
Yeah, so there's spike growth in the forest, and remember the forest area is double movement to go through.
So that would be 100. And then 120. So I could probably get 110 feet.
Well,
He's
you.
over there.
Blade
damage.
song and bonus action dash, so she's pretty fast.
Yeah, but again, the trees would slow you down, and
Yeah. So 120 feet. If we take
oh, and your time is up, so I need an answer.
Oh, I'm just gonna go to these guys and start tying them up.
All right, so you rush towards the tower. Climbing up the tower is 20 feet of movement. So you said you had how much movement?
If I have movement action, movement bonus action, that's 80 feet.
Bonus action, you mean like the roguish action?
Yeah.
I see.
Like,
And then use your dash to do another 40? Like your action?
So if I have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 40
50,
feet dash, so
70.
that's 80.
Alright, so yeah, you could actually get up the tower with that, and you said you're going to tie one of them up. So you pull out your rope as an item interaction, and use your action to tie up this guy. Kai,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
So what's that there?
What's what?
Oh no, it's fine. It's just it was just loading. Can I throw ice knife at that guy?
So this guy you think is an illusion because he's standing in
I've
a.
got bonfire going and he's standing in the middle of it and not burning.
Oh, okay.
He may have been a distraction.
Okay. I will then just move. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I move there?
I believe so. Well, how much movement do you have?
30.
So you could dash because that would be 45 feet.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. And is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you concentrate on your spike growth. The humans are going to. Now that everyone's dead, this guy says, let's get some weapons. And he's going to rush into the tent here and start handing out spears to these guys.
Now they get fucking weapons.
That is it for them. So, Shan, top of the round, what do you want to do?
I don't think I'm close enough to those guys to do anything, so I'm gonna head back into the fort here.
Alright, so you're a bit wounded from that battle. You kind of go limping back towards the fort.
Isn't my speed reduced because I have 2 exhaustion levels?
Yes, so your speed is halved.
Okay, about 10 to 15. Alright, I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to use my action to cast False Life on myself. It doesn't require a spell slot with my invocation.
Go ahead and link the spell and the invocation.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to grab it from and add it to my... I actually don't have it on my spell list.
Oh yeah, you should just be able to drag it on from the compendium.
Okay, I'll do that here in just a minute. In the meantime, I'll roll it the d4 plus 4.
Alright, so you chant, imbuing yourself with some... This gives you what, temp HP?
Your temp HP is 3 plus 4, so 7.
Alright, so you gain some temp HP.
That's it.
The hobgoblin is asleep. Duranu, whisper me a death save.
I do love the fact that you've stolen my death save system.
I tried it on a game and it made things really tense. Alright, so you are dealing with death for your turn. Drake. The Drake is gonna... So he just acts on his own, right?
I don't know what he does if I'm incapacitated.
I'm guessing he... How smart is he?
He's smart. He's the smartest Drake on the planet.
So like 8, 6...
8.
Oh, is it 8? Wow, he is very smart. He is going to move up to you 10. I'm going to say he's going to grapple you, grab you. How much movement does he have? $40 feet, is that it?
Yeah, it can take any action it wants. Why is he grabbing that? No.
He's trying to
Oh,
pull you
right.
back towards Patchwork.
Nah.
20.
I told him to kill. He wants to kill.
I think he wants to help you right now. Get you to safety. And that is going to be it for him. Hobgoblin. He's sleeping. Patchwork.
So, with my limited movement, I can't reach him fully yet, but I can move 10, 20, and 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna move over. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Aranu.
So you cast Healing Word. Duranu, you would wake. So go ahead and roll the...
Cast it on the Drake. The Drake's ready here.
And, hold on, I need to check again how much I get for my Disciple of Life thing.
I want to say it's
level,
4 per level or something.
It's 2 plus the spell's level, so 3 additional points.
So the Iron Shadow, for his turn, is going to poof another 30 feet, and...
So Duranu gets 7 points.
Thanks.
He is going to try to be stealthy now. So he is somewhere in the distance, disappearing into the trees. At this point, the only real danger is the sleeping guys. Quentin.
I know Karen's gone up there to deal with them, so I'm going to just walk in and then... Alright, you useless morons. Why don't you try grabbing things? We're going to have to go very quickly before the forces turn up. And I'm going to try and go through as much of the camp as possible before we have to ditch.
Alright. So at this point, I was going to drop out of initiative. Because I assume Karen's just going to tie this guy up, and I'm guessing you're not going to try to pursue him into the woods?
He's still in range. He's still in range.
Yeah, but he's behind a lot of trees now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my last spell slot on an enemy when I can help Duranu instead.
Yeah, so, is that a good guess, or Duranu, or are you just going to try to keep shooting at him?
I may as well keep shooting at him. If he's gonna run and he's not hiding well enough to hide from me, I can still shoot him.
What's your passive perception?
He's beat my passive perception because I have disadvantage. I would have to search for it.
Yes, that's what I had
Can I make-
assumed.
Can I make an active perception check to see if I see him?
Yeah. So for your turn,
The
you're
guy's got to get like 600 feet away from me. Well, no, he's gone.
all right. So let's drop out of combat for the time being. What does everyone want to do? You don't see any reinforcements yet, but you know that someone has blown a horn.
I'm spending this time raiding through the camp trying to find everything I can before we have to ditch out so we can take all the good stuff. And going through the dead orcs, hobgoblins and orcs for their armor and weapon stuff as well.
All right.
I'm gonna use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on Duranu. And
how long does your question? How long does your thing last, Kai? Your aura here? Is it 1 minute?
Well, it should have been. Yeah, okay. It should go now.
So yeah, it would fade away. The guys here are getting spears and putting on chainmail at the moment to get armored up. Let's see. Quentin, you're searching. Give me a perception roll.
I'm good at this.
So Duranu, you get 13
passive
points.
22. So hopefully that helps.
How much are you healed Duranu again?
I've got most of... I forgot I muted myself. I've got most of my spell slots I can heal myself.
Too late.
Yeah,
Okay.
she gave you 13 back. So 22. Isn't your perception 17, or do you have something that gives you another plus 5?
My passive's 22 because I took the observant fee.
Oh, observant. Okay. So you're looking around. The hobgoblins mostly just have their armaments, but you do find some gold on them. There would be... Oh, actually a decent amount. You would find 28 gold pieces among all the hobgoblins. Are you taking that, or is it going to the party treasury?
I'll put it in the party treasury and we can deal with it when we get back to town if we want.
Okay. Other than that... And Karen, I assume you tied up the two guys up here.
Yep, tied them up and then went through their stuff.
You would find same thing. They have their armaments and probably like 5 gold on them. I don't know if you want to toss that to the party treasury or keep it. It's up to you.
Now
armor did
Okay.
What armor do all the goblins that we've gone through have?
They have chainmail. The captain has, I want to say, half plate, right?
Yeah, it's usually half plate.
Yeah, he has half plate.
Cool.
How many? So one set of half plate. How many sets of chain?
Are you taking all their chainmail?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like look towards slaves and just be like, grab what we can. We're leaving.
Oh,
grab everything.
Yeah, they're putting on chainmail, but there's actually some more of it in the tent over here. There's some extra sets.
Extra set.
Yeah. So other than that, let's see.
Don't need chainmail then. We'll leave
There's-
chainmail just half plate.
There's some rations. You would find about probably 50 days worth of preserved rations. Some ale in casks. And in one of the tents, you would find some scrolls, which is odd. There are 2 scrolls.
Ooh. What are they?
I ain't told. Well, I don't know who's found them.
Who found them?
Quentin, probably, because you're up in the tower doing your thing.
Can I have them?
What
You
is
don't know.
Quentin? What is Quentin
I'm
doing
gonna-
with them?
I'm going to pocket them to give them Karen later on, but I'm not telling anyone for the minute. It's going to be a surprise.
How many
Alright.
scrolls?
2
Two.
scrolls. And
You can keep track of that, Quentin.
there
Yeah.
is also a chest, which is locked. That's this tent right here is where you found the scrolls in the chest. And it looks like a letter.
Definitely going to tell everybody else about the chest and the letter.
Do you speak Goblin?
No, I don't, but I think Daranu does. So I'll be like,
Pass it here.
Daranu.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently Kai does. Did anyone say anything to Kai?
No, we're just like treating him as one of the slaves. Just like grab what you can. We'll leave
Well,
in a minute.
Honestly,
Let's go.
at the minute, it's a grab and run. I'm not worrying
Yeah.
about saying hello pleasantries yet.
We'll deal
Yeah.
with pleasantries later. Sorry, Kai. We
It's
need to
fine.
move.
So you grab the letter, you grab the scrolls. What about the chest?
Yeah,
Is it
we'll
heavy?
grab that.
I mean, it's bulky. It's not light. It's probably about 30 pounds or so.
We'll just
Yeah,
open it
we'll
real
take
quick.
It's locked. Does anyone have lock picking ability?
I sure do.
All right. So Quentin, I assume you're telling her about it.
Yeah, I shouted to everyone just like, yeah, I found a chest and letter.
All right.
We can take the chance and open it on the move.
So about 10 minutes have passed. These guys are armored up. They have their spears and shields. Karen, you've come down to the tent where Duranu is, and he shows you the chest there. You're going to try to pick it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
While she's picking that, Quentin, pass the letter.
All right, cool. There you go.
Alright, so Duranu comes in a little wounded. You pass him the letter. It would say, it seems to be from someone called Erdul. He says, keep the scrolls here for my visit later. Well, he would say, yeah, I will pick up the scrolls later when I come by, as well as the contents of the dig. Let me know if you find anything else of value.
Can you spell that name or write it in chat?
It's Urdul, Erdul.
That's my
Thank you.
That's my friend.
Yep, you would recognize the name, Karen.
I don't read it out loud.
Oh, well then, never mind. Durano's being cheeky, so
Yeah.
he just kind of stares at the letter.
Question:
These are
Would
all the worst.
Quentin know that if ale burns, like, is it flammable?
We're taking the captive in.
Do you have alchemy?
No, I don't. I know I don't have that.
I mean,
I have herbalism.
it has alcohol in it. You probably know that alcohol is flammable.
Cool. I'm gonna take the crate of alcohol up to the top where the two hobgoblins are, and then break it so that it soaks the wood.
Roll
Alright.
initiative. I'm not allowing this to happen. We need
Oh.
the alcohol.
Duranu's like, yeah. He grabs
Oh.
the barrel. He's like, no.
Okay.
Well, what are you gonna? Are you gonna say anything, Duranu, or are you just gonna grab the barrel?
I'm just gonna be like, no, give that here. We'll attach it to the horse. We need the alcohol. Give it here. I'm also gonna
Alright.
cast Cure Wounds on my horse.
Duranu wants his booze.
Oh, that bloody horse!
He's gonna do some drinking tonight.
Right.
Did you leave the hobgoblins up there? No one.
Tied up, restrained.
Yeah, I know they're tied up, but
Horses, Matt.
oh, make sure you're all displaying as your characters as well, because I think Jim, you're still the green splotch.
Oh yeah.
Kai, have you said anything to them?
No, I've just gone to get my shit out of the tent.
Alright, so you just get your stuff, kind of armor up, and are just kind of watching things.
Ranu, quick question. Before we ditch, do you want to go and talk to the two surviving hobgoblins in case they have any intel, or just fuck them off?
Drag them with us. We need to leave in now.
Okay. You want to take them with us?
Get them, drag them with us. We're leaving like this second.
All right, but can we not go back to our own camp? Can we take them somewhere else and then? Yeah.
I doubt they'll make the journey back, but
I know, but on the off chance that some of us don't like the idea of killing them.
I just roll my eyes.
One of them will say in common, "Why are you attacking us? Who are you?"
Oh, shut the fuck up or I'm going to cut your tongue
out. Karen, with the 15, you would get the chest open.
Oh, I think it'd be the 14.
Oh,
I accidentally did 2 because I was clicking and clicking and clicking, and then I realized that it needed.
That's fine.
An attribute.
14 would actually make it as well. This isn't a difficult lock. So inside the chest, and I think this might be the first. Or no, I did do a wish list roll already.
Yeah.
So Patchwork, Duranu. Oh, but we do have some new players. So Shan. Do you all have wish lists?
I have now.
Yes.
Okay.
I found out about 2 items that could be good.
Well, I don't think I put it on my thing.
And Ty, right? Or Kai, not Ty, Kai. Let's see. Kai, do you have a wish list yet?
No.
Okay. So for now, Patchwork, Duranu, Noan, and Shan, give me D20 rolls.
Yay! Definitely getting that item.
Wow.
Right, so Patchwork.
Okay.
So inside the chest there are a couple of potions, 4 potions to be exact. And
I'll pocket those.
Alright, so you're taking them or are you putting them in the party treasury?
I'll take them for now.
Okay, so you take 4 unidentified potions. And Patchwork. Let's see.
Oh, I have a wish list in my head, but I didn't write it down anywhere.
Oh, well.
Well, these were
I
low
don't
rolls.
know. Where do you all write your wish lists down?
In the party where we put our character things, because, yeah.
Oh, I don't think you even posted your character profile. Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah, you need a picture and a wish list. Alright, so in that case, I'm just going to roll a random item. Hang on a sec. Give me a D10 roll. 8. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you would see there is, yeah, as I said, there are 4 potions in here, and there is a strange-looking small Wolverine, or sorry, not Wolverine, a small like figurine that looks like a griffin.
Cool.
Okay, I'll grab that.
What is that?
You've got that. No comment. I don't know.
We don't know what it is, but I'm just grabbing everything out of this chest because we gotta go.
All right.
Let's move. Let's move, people.
So we're taking them 2 with us?
Yeah, we'll kill them on the way. Let's go.
Oh, good.
Let me just make note of what you found. So, 4 potions, 2 scrolls, this odd figurine, and that is about it. So yeah, luckily there hasn't been much of a response to the horn yet for some strange reason. And you take these former prisoners. How many of them are there? 6, okay. And where are you going?
I would suggest heading this way, like out to the plains and away from the group. Yeah.
Okay, so kind of into the woods, then off into the plains, away from the base.
Into the
Yeah.
wood. Into the
Always
wood.
retreat towards the woods.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna start singing into the woods.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
So, so those two guys, the prisoners, are you just like marching them behind the horse, or what are you doing?
Yeah, they can be marched behind the horse for now. I'll deal with them in a minute.
Alright, so you would successfully make it out into the plains. Where are you going from there? What are you doing?
Are the plains around here kind of like our camp?
Are they
Like
what?
long grass, easy to hide? Is the plains here the same sort of plains where our camp is? Sort of long grass, easy to hide?
Yeah, there's it's a like kind of like rolling hills, grassy. It's a good place to move through. There are some parts that are more open than others, but generally it's you'd be fairly well hidden.
Okay. Cool. Then probably want to rest here for a little bit. Let our new friends chill for a second. They've just been rescued. They're going to need a breather. We've got prisoners to deal with. Here's my vote.
All right.
Yeah.
So
If anyone
you're
still-
go
If
ahead.
anyone still needs healing, I can still do something.
No, I'm more
I
than good.
think we're okay for now if we can take a short rest.
That was my thinking. You got to take a short rest and I'll deal with the prisoners.
All right.
Daranu, if anybody's
with them.
taking a short rest, it's you.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
Health-wise, he's back to normal.
Roll a medicine check. I'm good.
He looks extremely exhausted and wounded, but yeah, he isn't actually. Yeah, he doesn't have HP missing. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a
He
bit of
needs a
HP.
good. He needs like 2 days.
I
rest,
mean,
to be
he's suicidal, but there's nothing you can really do about that.
honest. Yeah, no,
Damn
that we
it.
know.
Daranu.
Hmm?
You need to stop going unconscious.
You and
Well then,
Shan is
Continue.
also pretty wounded right now, I think. Although
yeah,
she,
but
go ahead.
Daranu has a history.
True.
well, I was
Jan, we've
gate
just-
open, guys.
Yeah,
If you
what
want to
happened
complain
to
and
the
argue
gate?
about people, the gate wasn't open.
It was. You weren't there.
All right. How about instead of
Ooh,
arguing
okay.
with each other in front? How about instead of arguing with each other in front of the prisoners, we kill them and then argue?
Okay.
you're just gonna kill him like that?
Prisoner, one of them says, "You've taken us prisoner. We've surrendered. You cannot just kill us." And the other one
That's
says,
true.
"Quiet."
That's
Good.
true. You
I'll-
can't. It's
Right.
not.
Yes, I can. I
That's-
beat them fair and square. If I want to kill them, I will. And you two, shut up. When we want your opinion, we'll ask you.
The other one would say, "These whelps have no honor. Of course, they're going to kill us. Don't speak to them.
Yeah,
Just
That's
ready
what-
yourself for death."
that's returning for the one who. Carry on.
Switching sides is one thing, but executing prisoners, that's a line that I probably won't cross.
Then don't execute them. I will.
No,
Oh, that I know.
I can't. Sorry, let you do that.
So
Oh,
the,
this conversation.
the hobgoblins kind of look. Well, one of them kind of looks surprised to Shan. He says, "Why have you joined with them? Why have you gone against the will of the Iron Tide?"
Because
says-
she's not an idiot. Because she's not an idiot. Now be quiet. We didn't say you can speak.
We're in the middle of
I've-
We're in the middle of something, okay? Everybody just stop talking over one another. Okay. Let's not worry about the prisoners right now. Calm down. I'm Trisha. I'm the one who's supposed to be causing all the drama.
One of them says, one of the prisoners says, "You keep saying you're Trisha as if we should know who you are."
That's because you should know who Trisha is. Have you seen her? Marvelous.
You don't know who I am? How
He just
dare
kind of looks
you?
back and forth. He says, I've never met you before, woman."
Oh,
Ugh.
now you're dead. Now they're dead.
And here I am, the mother of your child.
I thought you were the mother of the captain's child.
No. We spent a lovely weekend together over in the coast. I met his mother.
He just looks at you confused. The other one says, "Is she insane?" "I think
Right.
so."
Alright, so what do we want to actually know about them? Like, from them?
It's fine. Okay. So here's the deal. We're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you a question, you're going to answer it, and then you're going to live. If you don't answer it, you die. Simple game. Who's Ordul?
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Oh, I know this.
Also, while doing that, I'm like
Oh,
using my shillelagh, hitting it in one hand to the other, give him advantage.
So, one of them says, "How do we know you'll let us live?"
Because I just said so.
Trisha just rolls her eyes like, even I know who Erdul is.
They both
Tell the
kind of
hobgoblin.
look to you.
Mercenary's honor.
Actually, you would know who Erdul is too, Shan.
Oh.
He is almost the right hand of Orcard. He's the most powerful magic user within the Iron Tide.
Oh.
He's Orcart's little twink.
I guess.
He's fairly strong for a wizard. He's a war mage.
That's an assumption.
Yeah, he's definitely more beefy than most wizards are. As a hobgoblin war mage, you have to be.
So he's not a twink.
Yeah, probably not a twink.
A twunk?
I'm not sure what a good term would be for him in that sense, but
He's a wizard. We'll go with that.
he's a beefy wizard. He could probably do fairly well in the fist fight.
Oh my god, he's a bizzard.
Bizzard.
Can he turn into rats?
Who are you asking?
The prisoners.
One of them looks to the other, and the other one kind of shrugs. Perhaps. I don't know what his powers are. I know he uses spells, but I don't know much about magic.
Did these two actually answer the question of who Ordul is and say he's the wizard and the right hand? Or did
I
give that up?
think Shan answered it. Shan and Karen.
Trisha.
Or sorry, whatever. Yeah, Trisha.
Right, so these guys didn't answer my question, so now I need another question for them, or they don't get to live. Okay.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
One of them says, "They answered before we could. It's not our fault."
Well, then just give me some useful information.
The other one says, "Again, he's not going to let either of us live. You shouldn't even talk to him."
I just said I would. Are you calling me a liar? Are you insulting me while I'm trying to decide if I let you live or not? Don't insult me whilst I'm trying to decide if you live or not. Just answer.
How dare you? How dare you call my best friend a liar?
What is going
The
on?
one guy looks really nervous. The other guy just kind of remains silent.
Give me some useful information.
So what's the hot gossip around camp?
The quiet one just sort of looks at you but doesn't say anything. The other one, yeah, like I said, just kind of looks nervous as you're all staring at him. He would say, it looks like he's about to say something, then the other one just gives him a dirty look and he shuts up.
As soon as he gives him a dirty look, I'm going to take my quarterstaff and kind of like stick it in his mouth so that he can't speak, so it's kind of gagging him and he's kind of just focused on me. Not physically hurting, but just stopping him from glaring and doing stuff.
I'm just gonna put a hand on Quentin's shoulder and I'm just gonna say, listen, and I'm gonna grab the guy who is telling the other guy to be quiet, and I'm just gonna say maybe we should just go for a walk. And I'm just gonna take him for a walk.
Wait. You're gonna go kill that guy? You can't kill that guy.
I'm going to separate them.
Listen, us mercenaries, we know that it's just a job. We know that it's nothing personal. So when
Shan.
we don't kill our
Come on. I'm not saying
Shan.
I'm not Shan, come with me. And I'm gonna pull Shan and the hobgoblin, the prisoner who is trying to keep the other one quiet. And I'm just gonna give Daranu a meaningful look, like say like
Okay, so you're kind of pulling him aside along with Shan and leaving Daranu alone.
No, I'm gonna stay with, because
separating
he's got murder in his eyes, man. I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay, well I need someone else to come with me.
I'm going with Trisha. If he's
Okay.
going with Daranu, I'm going with Trisha.
They're gonna kill us.
So you sort of separate off the one guy from the other guy. Yeah, okay. So Daranu, what are you gonna say to the nervous one?
I'm just gonna stare at him.
Alright. He
I'm
looks
just gonna, get right in his face and just fucking stare at him.
he definitely seems uncomfortable. He hasn't said anything yet. He says, "What do you want? What do you want from me?"
Fluffy's just gonna start circling him.
I'm gonna sit down in front of him, just kind of like kappa squat right down in front of him, and then I'm gonna ask him, "This Urdul, where can we find him? Is he around?"
He says, "You know where he is. He's in the mines. He's probably with Orcard."
What kind of defenses do they have around there? A lot of soldiers in the area?
He would say the towers are still up. The mines themselves house the majority of the Iron Tide. Most of us are inside there throughout most of the day.
Are the towers still up?
He says 2 of them are.
One is.
Can't only damage one. You're the only person who took out a tower by yourself.
Not really bad.
Okay, and what exactly are they doing in that mine? He never did tell me. That was above my pay grade.
He says, "Well, I mean, they haven't told me much more than you." He says, "We're here to search for relics. Blackwater, or he wouldn't say that. He would say the human betrayed us, and the job went south, so we're just trying to recoup our losses." He says the same thing. I don't know any more than you do.
Have you ever seen Urdul?
He says yes. And you've seen Urdul as well, Shan.
Okay.
He's
I don't know what I truly don't know.
He's within, he's in the mines. He generally, he will sometimes come out to help with some studies of the ruins, like if someone unearths like an ancient tablet or language or something. He has knowledge of history, so he'll kind of study it, and things like scrolls he'll take for his own personal use because he is a wizard. But you haven't. You probably talk to him a few times, as he does, usually eat lunch with everyone else or eat meals with everyone. And it's not like the Iron Tide, like the leadership is separated from the soldiers. Everyone, fights together and lives together. He probably has his own sleeping area along with the captains and the leadership, but I mean, you all know each other fairly well.
So we'd be able to find it if I needed to.
Yeah, if you went in the mine, you could. You know where he'd probably be.
Okay. Well, that's some useful stuff. I don't know if there's something specific you wanted to know from him, Daranu, but I don't think he knows much more than I would be able to tell you.
That's fine. I have a perfect use for this one. Just tap him on his cheek.
He says, what are you going to do with me?
Oh, don't worry. It shouldn't be too painful.
Hey, whoa, hey. You gonna kill him? You can't.
He lives. Maybe.
Intact or...
Probably.
He says, Shan, you have to make sure these barbarians don't hurt us. He says, we've cooperated. We should be kept safe until we can be traded for prisoners.
Yes.
You see,
have.
that's the thing. You keep saying this is an honor thing and not killing prisoners is all honorable. Need I remind you that you guys have come here with slaves and you've attacked unarmed farmers? You've burnt down their homesteads and besieged a town. You claim to have a mercenary's honor, yet you have shown none of it since you've got here. Do not push your luck. Stay silent and follow. I will decide what to do with you, and you will enjoy it.
He says, what do slaves have to do with honor? Slaves have been...
There is no honor in slavery.
To be fair, Duranu, and where they come from, it's legal. We might not agree with it, but he's not broken any laws in doing just that.
There are many things you can do that don't break laws that are dishonorable.
Even so, he's
You can
cooperated with us.
Attacking unarmed farmers, that is dishonorable.
Did he do that? Did you see that?
He says, it's true. We did not attack these farmers. A separate unit was sent south to distract the town and raid the farms for supplies. He says, if they acted if they have acted dishonorably, I have nothing to do with that.
No, but you bear their mark.
So did I until recently.
And I'm still undecided about that.
It's true. The unit I was a part of also had no part in that particular massacre. I believe him.
No.
But
you allowed it to happen and continued to work under all cards after he had ordered this upon the city, and you still believe that there's honor amongst the Iron Tide.
So, as that discussion is happening, what is the other half of the group doing? And actually, Kai, sorry, I keep saying Ty. Kai, where did you go?
I was.
Are you staying with... Or go ahead.
Yeah, I was staying with them.
Okay.
Because I was listening to the drama, and I didn't want to get involved, so I was just standing there listening.
Okay. So yeah, you're there. You're kind of listening to things. Karen, you and Quentin have the other one who's being kind of more gruff about everything. What are you gonna do when you take him off to the side?
So, who would you say is hotter? Orcart, Erduel, or Captain Graves?
Give me a persuasion check. He says,
I wish I had inspiration.
He says, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, come on.
He says,
It's an easy question.
He says, I don't know what's wrong with your mind, woman, but I have no interest in your games.
Ugh, you're no fun. You think that I'm just playing a game? Are you calling me crazy?
He just crosses it. Well, I guess he's tied up, so he can't really cross his arms, but he just kind of stares at you.
Quentin, you call me crazy. Ugh.
Should I eat his face first or smash his face in with my quarterstaff?
No, that wouldn't be fun.
I could break his leg.
So, no.
He says, the other one doesn't understand. He thinks he's young. He thinks it will be traded back I know what will happen to us. He says, I know what happens in these kind of situations. I just ask that you make it quick.
Wow,
It
that
is,
is
he
really
says,
that is so judgmental and so like really like you're such a judgy person. God, you
Believe,
must be so insecure.
he just kind
believe
of
me, if we're
arches an
going to
eyebrow at
kill,
you.
believe me, if we're going to kill you, we're not gonna make it quick. We're
Then
gonna
Oh,
you
be
really
slow.
are dogs.
excuse me. Insults? Look, there's no reason to be throwing around insults. We're just trying to have a conversation, sort things out, have a face to face talk, and you're just like making everything about you.
This hobgoblin does look like he's a little older. He's got some scarring on him. He's probably seen some things. But
I have
he
a
just
question.
continues staying quiet.
I have a
Ugh,
question for you.
boomers.
Boomers.
What?
Boomer
Why?
goblin.
Why? Why is Orchard still sticking around and digging into ruins? Why not just leave after he got betrayed by the human in town?
Give me a persuasion check. He seems like he doesn't really want to keep talking.
Especially not to Trisha.
He says, do you not understand how mercenary work functions? You need payment for your soldiers. If your employer does not pay you, you need to find another way to get compensation. These ruins will provide us with the compensation we need to fund this trip. We may take a loss, but at least we'll make something from all of this.
Oh, you'll take
I
more than
mean,
a lot.
that's fine. You can have the ruins. We don't care. It's just like, why are
Well,
you
then,
attacking Char?
he says, well, then why are you attacking us if we can have the ruins? And I don't know
Because,
why Char was attacked. I assume it has something to do with the human's betrayal.
well, that has nothing to do with the humans. I mean, Char is just like a, little town, little nowhere town,
He
and
says,
they
you,
don't deserve it. So let me get this straight. You talk about honor and all that stuff, and you're concerned about, whether or not we're going to kill you dishonorably or whatever. But what about all of like the women and children and defenseless like farmers that you guys were attacking?
he says, I did not give the order to attack Char, but I follow the orders I'm given.
No,
And as
no.
for why the
You
farmers and the innocents were attacked, this is the way of war, woman. You, sometimes people who don't deserve it have bad things happen to them.
Why are we at war though?
He says, you can ask your leadership that. They're the ones who brought us here.
I'm not asking my leadership. I'm asking you.
And how would I know? I don't give the orders around here. I just follow them and defend the whole.
So you just
So
follow
you're
orders without thinking? And you wonder why you're in this mess.
He just doesn't say anything.
I mean, think about it. Like, if Orcart told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
And he says, if there was good reason, I might.
Well,
Wow,
that's
lady.
just dumb.
He shrugs.
I mean, my
What?
goodness. Like, you think that I'm so insecure? Look at yourself. You can't even put on pants without, like, Orcart telling you to do so.
He says, perhaps one day you shall lead a tribe, woman, and at that point, you can justify your actions however you want. Working in a mercenary band, you only have to care about 6 individuals. Orcard must take care of 600. It leads to difficult decisions. Even though I do not hold leadership, I know this.
No, it doesn't. Orchard sounds like an absolute stupid moron because instead of knowing when your ass is beaten, you've overstretched too far. He's being a bully and a thug using bravery and God knows what else to justify being an absolute idiot twat bully. And you're
Spoken
not
like a child. Just kill me so I don't have to listen to your prattle.
I've got a better idea.
You're a child.
You're a child.
I
jerk.
could just
You're
poison
a
you,
child.
and you'll die slowly. Very
Okay,
slowly.
there's no need for threats. I mean, God, what are we, barbarians?
He wants to die, so I think we should help him.
No,
give me an insight check, the two of you.
Oh, thank God.
Come on, dear.
You do get the feeling that this guy, for whatever reason, I don't want to say doesn't care about his life, but isn't really afraid of dying. Probably because he doesn't have much left to lose, maybe. Maybe he's just, yeah. For whatever reason, he doesn't seem like, or at least he'd be a lot harder to intimidate.
Yeah.
Can I insight and figure out what would be worse for him than dying?
Probably living.
Yeah, but like letting him go isn't the. I meant like what would be worse. Like if killing him is not the worst thing that he really wants. Like is making him go back. Like torturing him, taking him as prisoner back to the Chaur, sending him back unharmed to Orchard is a show of like. I want to know like roughly what would be the worst thing for him than death.
How would you know that?
I don't know. I'm trying. Good insight work.
I mean, as a druid, I don't think you have much experience as a soldier or what their honor system is like. Do you have history to know more about hobgoblins?
Not trying.
I do.
History or knowledge nature might tell you something
Not
about
nature.
their society. You know that among a lot of different hobgoblin tribes, losing face with your group is one of the worst things that can happen. So for a lot of these guys, if they fail to be brought back as a prisoner, at least for some of them, is almost worse than death. Yeah, he might like become a slave. His family would be looked down upon. It really depends on the war chief, and yeah. So yeah, you would guess that dishonor probably looks really bad for him. Yeah, that would probably be what you get from your knowledge of history, Trisha.
Listen, do you have a family?
He says no, not anymore.
You look like a family man.
He says I did once.
What
But the
happened?
Nazik Empire is an unforgiving place.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
He says, no, you're
You
not.
failed at keeping them.
Of
You
course
failed
I'm
to
sorry.
keep them safe.
So let me jump back to the other group for a while.
Yeah,
as you
please do.
guys keep being mean to this guy.
They're bullying.
They're like, hey, jerk.
This is
trying to be
better than
nice.
me killing him. All
I'm
right.
trying to be nice to him.
They're
Dude.
doing good cop, bad cop, but it turned into bad cop.
Yeah,
and
everyone's just
bad
being
cop.
mean. He probably would prefer you just kill him at this point. But back to the other group. So yeah, the other one is probably younger and much more nervous about all this. He's been somewhat cooperative. I forget, what was the last thing you said to him?
We asked him.
Sit down and be quiet, or
He said he had something in mind for him that was going to be painful or something.
Yeah. So yeah, he seems nervous, and he just says, "Look, like I said, we can probably trade." Or go ahead.
You're talking again. I said no more talking. My mind is set. Stop talking.
Wait. Yeah, I mean, your mind's set, but maybe I want to hear him out.
He says,
Do you have any more valuable information to give us?
I think I told you everything I know. As I said, the towers are mostly our defense points as well as the camps. There are digs going on. I know there's some dissension in the ranks about this trip in general. He says, "What more do you want to know?"
We know all this already. You haven't provided us any further information. At this point, the quieter you are, the better it's going to be for you.
Give me an intimidate with advantage.
For that roll. 4.
Is that advantage?
Yes. Exhausted.
Oh, right. He says, "All right. So maybe if I be quiet, can we talk about trading me for some of the Chaur prisoners? I think that's what happens next in this situation."
Yeah, I think so. But
No.
also, Kai is still
No,
here,
that's
right?
not.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Kai. Yeah, Kai is. He's been pretty quiet. The
I'm
Tiefling
Patchwork.
and Patchwork. Yeah.
I don't really like any of
Patchwork
this.
is sort of keeping an eye on both groups. She's kind of standing in the middle, like maybe like near a hill. I don't know. I assume
Patchwork.
I assume Kai is near you guys. Probably. You're I don't have your picture. You're a Tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like he's just been listening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so I point. Can I point at Kai? I'm gonna point at Kai, and I say, "You, Tiefling, you were a slave in that camp. What do you think about this? Does he deserve mercy, or do you think he deserves death?"
Can I use create water and start waterboarding him?
Well, I don't know if your guy would know much about torture tactics as a as a druid of the land.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe.
I would try to interfere at
Well,
that point.
maybe that would probably be something like nature, maybe like how you could use water to try to force.
I would also try and stop the waterboarding.
Well, there's no table. I mean, I don't know if you
Hey.
could actually waterboard him. Maybe like lay him on the ground. Now, wait, are you saying this like we're gonna torture you, or what? How do you respond to the question, Kai?
Yeah, because essentially I'd be pissed off because I was.
All right, so Kai, like, I guess would have his maybe arms folded and looking angrily at the guy, and you would say something about like, "We're gonna torture you if you don't tell us," or what exactly would you say? Or are you just gonna like try to knock him to the floor and just start pouring water on him?
I'd do that. I wouldn't even say anything. I'd have like a resting bitch face.
All right, so Kai, as you ask him this, suddenly is going to push the prisoner down quite unexpectedly.
I would try to stop him at that point.
Right. So
him stopping it.
He's like, hold him back.
Suddenly, Kai became the bad cop. All right, so like two of you are like trying to hold Kai back as everyone's a bit surprised by this.
Whoa! Hey, that's
the
not
prisoner's like, wait, what? What's going on? So they're trying to hold you back, Kai. Telling you like not to do this.
Yeah, you see. Oh, go ahead, Kai.
I'm still. I'll try and get out of whatever grapple they've got. On
all right. So the two of you holding him, give me athletics, and Kai, give me either athletics or acrobatics.
Wait. That strength did something.
Oh, no, 19.
Alright, so now Kai's, let me go! He's struggling, but no, you're unable to break free right now.
I would just grab his upper arm, but because I'm a metal human, so yeah, it's probably a very strong grip.
So the hobgoblin's tied up on the ground, like looking kind of back and forth at the Kai, who's like freaking out, trying to get to him, and at I guess who is it, Duranu, and he says, "What? Look, I've done everything you wanted. What do you want from me?"
Yeah, I don't think he knows more. I think we should stop this now before anyone goes too far.
He does make a good point, though. We could trade him for other
I'll
prisoners to
just
be
look at
released.
Shan.
I think so too.
I'll just look at Shan and just be like, this is what your mercenaries' honor does to people.
But think rationally. We could save more
Pointing
people
it-
by keeping him alive and trading him
No,
back.
He says,
no.
I did not make the decision to do any of this. I'm just a soldier. I'm just trying to make my parents back in the Nazik Empire proud by getting us money and fame. I'm sorry. Just please, I don't want to die here.
Yeah,
Do
none
all
is-
soldiers think this?
yes.
Do all soldiers think this? That following orders isn't a choice that they make daily?
He
It's
says, if you
all
don't
we
follow
have.
orders, you're killed. Someone kills you if you're not in the bigger gang. He says,
Are you still breathing, Shan?
What's that?
Are you still breathing?
Yes.
Have you been killed?
Only because I was strong enough to break free.
Mm-hmm. You stop following orders, you are still alive. That is what happens when you stop following orders. If everyone follows orders, then the world is ruled by those who are cruel.
He's not me though.
He says,
He
the
doesn't
world,
have the
the
same
world is
opportunity to
ruled by those who are cruel, Dragonborn. Oh wait, no, sorry, that would be the other guy. This guy's all just freaking out.
Every day you make the decision to follow the orders of someone dishonorable. There is no honor in that.
Just
At all.
because others are bad doesn't mean that you can be too.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Who?
Dorano.
Sorry for Patchwork. I feel sorry for Patchwork. She's like the moral compass of us all.
Well, I mean, yeah, I see what you guys are saying, but I mean, what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to justify your decision to kill him? 'Cause that
Dorano
doesn't
is
make-
way too messed up from his wounds to
We
be
don't need
persuasive.
justification. We'll kill him anyway.
I have said it, I am not going to kill
Honestly,
him. He will not die.
Okay,
He
that's
will live.
terrifying.
He will not die. That is fine. I've agreed to your point, Shan. You've asked me to leave him alive. I will do so.
Thank you, he says.
Again, be quiet. Why did Shan please explain to your friend here that him talking is not good for his health? And then I'm just going to walk off and go sit with the rest of the slaves and chill for a bit.
So one of the slaves looks at you as you walk over to Dorano. He says, "We should just stab him and let him bleed out in the grass. Leave him here. He's a danger to bring with us."
He won't be a danger to bring with us. That and making friends is apparently important these days.
He says, "Are you from the Teruvian army? Some kind of special unit?"
Oh no, I'm from another world. Don't worry about it. We're just here helping.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you from all of us. I assume you're the one who's been saving slaves, your group.
We have been. Oh, yeah. Also, I believe you said your name was Kai, and I haven't got the names of the rest of you. But I do need to prefix this and give you all the option we've given everyone else. You can head back to Chaur now. If you want to stay and fight, you can. We have a camp, we have food, or you can leave.
So they give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Just give me advantage. Cancel out the disadvantage.
I know.
17. Yeah.
So they kind of look at each other. One of them says, well, I don't think any of us knows how to get back to Chaur, first of all. But second of all, and I think I speak for everyone, we owe you all. So we are willing to do our part as needed. He says,
I'm no slaver. We don't not give options.
He says, well, again, we will help you. And one of them says, I would like to go back to town if that's an option, but as he said, I don't know the way. And they all just kind of give him a bit of a look.
That's fine. Not everyone's a fighter. We'll get you back to Chaur.
He says, "Thank you." Did you all want to do any other interactions with the older, more grizzled hobgoblin, or do you want to just move ahead?
I'm like looking at him and like, listen, sir. What's your name?
Sir. My name? Oh, jeez. Hang on, I'm looking it up. His name is... He says, "I am Toidle." No, wait.
Toidle.
Yeah, Toidle.
Toidle. Listen,
Toidle.
you, sir,
Toidle.
you have no reason to be insecure. You are a very, very good-looking man, and you have plenty of options other than, just following some random guy's orders. Like, you are a leader. You are confident. You are very, very good-looking.
He just kind of arches an eyebrow at you.
Quentin does the same.
Like, really, your self-worth is not solely based off of the whims of, some guy. Okay? You are a strong, independent hobgoblin.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Oh, wow. He says, "Look, I don't have any self-confidence issues. I do what I do to fight for the Iron Tide and protect the people I care about." He says, "And I don't understand what the point of any of this is. I know you're all going to kill us. There's no other way in a situation like this. You're using hit-and-run tactics to attack our camp. It would be foolish of you to leave us alive. We would be a liability." He says, "So just do it and do it quick. And stop with all these games."
My dear, nobody's playing. I'm being completely honest with you. Like, I'm genuinely, has anybody ever told you that, I'm concerned about your well-being?
He says, "No one has told me that you are concerned about my well-being, no."
No one's ever told you that, you are doing it the best that you can and you're doing a really, really good job?
Again, he just kind of arches an eyebrow at you. He says, "I still don't understand the point of any of this."
The point is that, Orkhart has his goals, but clearly doesn't have your best interests at heart. I mean, look at what he's done so far. He's dragged you all the way out here to the middle of nowhere in some unfamiliar place, to do a job that falls through. I mean, it's not like he was expecting to get paid.
Who's there with you? Is it just you?
Quentin.
Quentin and no one. Give me insight checks. I think you're both pretty insightful. You can tell he did not like it when you said, basically said bad things about Orchard. Give me another persuasion with disadvantage.
I'm basically trying to talk him out of an abusive relationship.
He sounds pretty loyal to me. I think he's just a soldier who's like...
Oh, well, it's just them right now. I don't think
no,
I'm
sorry.
Oh, okay, out of character. So he kind of gets angry and says, "Orchard saved my life and my family's life." He says, "How dare you? You know nothing of us or why we're here." He says, "Now just, I will not speak to you anymore. You have nothing but lies and deceit to throw at me."
Well, he didn't save your family's life that well. They're dead.
I thought you said that I thought you said that you no longer had a family.
He
What
says, I
happened to them?
don't. And I am not going to speak to you anymore. So just kill me or release me. I have no time for these games.
Look, I understand how it feels to be in an abusive relationship, and I can see that. And I can't just stand by and watch watch your identity get stolen by this person who doesn't appreciate your contributions.
At this point, he's kind of, he's not answering. He just kind of stands there and is being quiet. He seems like he's disconnected. He just gives you dirty looks.
If Karen doesn't say anything, Quentin's just going to start slating on Orchard.
Alright. So are you just gonna, start insulting Orchard?
Yeah, I'm going to be like how you... Unless Karen's trying to persuade him and it's not working, I'm just going to start ragging on how useless he is and how inept he is and how he can't do anything, because if he could, he wouldn't have got... Yeah.
I guess give me a persuasion? I'm not really sure what you're trying to do. Just be mean to him?
Intimidation, maybe?
It annoyed him when we ragged on him, so I'm trying to wind him up.
Sure, I guess that would be persuasion. It's not really intimidating him.
I just want to rile him up and get him annoyed.
Yeah, he doesn't... He's just... He seems angry, but he's not really saying anything now.
All right.
So at this point, or go ahead.
You can talk on your own time. Just know that we're here for you when you do decide to open up.
Alright. So the hour rest would pass. Go ahead and spend one of your daily rests. I think you have 2 at this level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so spend one of your short rests and go ahead and benefit from it however you
Darren
would.
is going to start talking to people in their heads. Just because.
You mean your allies?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Who are you talking to?
Like most people. Just into their heads.
You mean, is there something in particular you're talking to them about, or?
Yes, specific things for each person that I will whisper to them.
Oh, you're whispering in game. Okay.
I'm going to whisper in game. I'm just going to telepathically start talking to people in their heads.
We can't answer you, can we?
I don't know. I don't think that power lets them answer, right? It's just a whisper.
Yeah, they'd have to answer out loud, but...
Yeah. So after the rest, what does the group want to do?
I'm gonna sit down in front of Kai.
Sorry, Discord didn't work for a moment. We took a short rest.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to benefit, just spend one of your short rests and gain whatever you'd gain from a short rest. And spend hit dice if you want.
I think I'm gonna open Twitch. The audio quality isn't the best right now.
Okay. So yeah, what does the group want to do?
No, it's working again. Wow. So
we heading back. Yeah, short rest, and then head back to main camp.
Well, hold on, because I want to know what Kai is about, because we rescued him, and he also seems to have some strange powers. Also, Kai, it seems like you had
tried to waterboard that guy.
Yeah, that was quite the reaction, Kai. Who are you? Where have you come from? Why are you here?
Really quick, sorry, before you go. Quentin, you would probably recognize his powers as a fellow druid. You would probably know about shepherd druids and at least somewhat what they can do. But yeah, go ahead, Kai. What are you going to say?
Well, I'll just say, essentially, I was living in the forest. I've been on my own for many, many years. Gone a little bit insane. I got found out when I was sleeping on a branch, and they took me into slavery, and I've been there for a while. But yeah, I've been on my own for what? Since early teens. So I'm not very good around people, essentially.
Why did they take you as a slave?
They just found me asleep, and they just took me.
Wow.
Nothing really that interesting.
But you seem to not care for them very much. Is that right?
I don't care for most people, to be honest.
Well, if that's true, your powers seem useful. Why don't you join us?
It sounds good considering the fact you saved me. So yeah, I'll come and join you for a bit until I get bored and then walk off.
Well, we could use the druid. So that
You already got
You
one.
know I'm a druid as well, right?
I mean, we could always use another one. After seeing what Quentin can do, after seeing what Quentin can do, I'm always going to welcome another one.
He's not like me. I can do animals. He doesn't. He does weird totemy stuff.
Oh, Quentin. Well, wait. So, what kind of powers do you have, Kai? If they're different, what's your specialty? I guess.
Spirit totems, essentially.
They seem a lot more useful than animals.
To be honest, I'd rather.
Hobgoblin says burn. Just kidding.
Yeah,
no, the Hobgoblin can say burn if he wants.
For some reason, is anyone else hearing Durrani all muffled?
A bit, yeah.
Like, sometimes he's clear, and other times it sounds like the mic is, like, I don't know, far away or something. It's weird.
Yeah,
I've just made him a bit louder on Discord.
Yeah.
I'll turn up Kai, too. Kai's
Just
a little quiet for
sometimes.
me.
Maybe you just have a shitty mic. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't even know how mine sounds because it's like in my headphone.
You sound fine. The only one I'm having a problem hearing right now, I think, is Durrani. Because, like, sometimes I hear him fine, and other times it's super muffled. Everyone else is coming in pretty clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on all of the others, like in regards to the prisoners, because I'm really unhappy with the situation.
It's a tense one. Just remember, you have a lot of anger. If you channel it in the right way to the people that are in charge, you might make something good happen. But remember, the people around you are just soldiers. They're just following orders. They're just trying to live their lives.
But Shan, the issue is if they're following orders without realizing, like, if they're following orders without thinking for themselves and considering what these orders are doing, then yes, they should face the consequences.
Maybe
of their actions.
Not everybody can afford that.
This is the only life they know. They haven't grown up as you have. They don't have the values you do. So don't judge them too harshly.
Going off that standard, then, if my option is to kill them because it's what I grew up with, that's okay.
I mean, you can try.
Logically, your argument
whether it's okay depends on the person.
Exactly.
It depends on the person's morals. So for me, no, it would not be okay, but for you, it might.
No, I get that, but I'm saying because they grew up with it, it's what they're used to, it's what they know, you can't judge them. It's like saying, well, I can kill them because I grew up with killing evil people that I thought were evil, and that's good. So
no, I'm not saying you can't judge them. I'm just saying,
again,
show a little bit of mercy.
That's your opinion, again.
No, totally.
It's all subjective.
It is totally my opinion, but I'm just saying the argument you're making for the reason they shouldn't be killed can also be made for the reason they should be killed, is my point.
It might be so. Yeah.
But you're not a murderer. You're right. I assume you're fighting for something.
I'm just gonna smile like that, like kind of like a Joker
So
psycho smile. And just go.
the old hobgoblin says, "We're all murderers. Don't kid yourself."
Shut up! And I smack him on the back of the head, just like, don't speak
Hey.
or I'll cut your tongue out.
Oh boy.
I nod in agreement with the.
There's no need to be unnecessarily cruel.
I didn't cut his tongue out and he's still breathing. I'm doing good for me.
So some time is passing. You would make it back to your camp about 3 hours later.
Okay.
You find Shock and everyone is there keeping watch. Shaith is back as well.
Ooh. And
Brilliant. Now we actually get to deal with shit. Shane, where the fuck have you been?
So hang on a moment.
Like, as soon as Darren sees her, immediately fucking hostile.
I thought you were our friend. We just turned around and you were gone. What the heck? Like, I never took you for a liar.
Says I didn't lie, but I can tell you about where I went. And it might be of some interest to you. And Shock nods. He says, things have been quiet. I assume the attack went well, as he looks at all the prisoners you brought back.
Well, I'm not dead, so pretty well.
It did go well. Shock, crack open the cask, share it amongst the men. Enjoy yourselves for tonight. Shafe, explain.
He would say, everyone just keep it down. And she says, of course. I came into contact with someone as I was doing my patrols, or not my patrols, but as I was kind of scouting the area.
Bullshit. Continue.
The woman who didn't identify herself apparently is a mercenary working with the Iron Tide. She found our camp and she wanted to speak with me. So I figured I should probably speak with her. I was worried that the camp would be attacked, so I went off and met with her on a neutral area. She says the woman wants to meet with us all tonight.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
She looks to you. She says, "Oh, my name is Shaith. I am a ally of this group. Who are you?"
I'm Shan, also an ally of this group.
She says, aren't you wearing the Iron Tide armor?
Oh yes, I am still wearing that captain's armor. Formerly employed, shall we say. We parted ways.
She says, well, apparently one of your people wants to meet with us and speak.
My people.
Or former people. She says, but that's where I was. Speaking with this possible ally / enemy, I don't know.
You went to speak to a member of the Iron Tide after
Yes.
you learned our camp was compromised without telling any of us.
She says, yes, the woman wanted to speak to me, and I was worried if I didn't talk to her, she would go tell her people about where we were. And Shock nods. He says, and actually I was going to say we might want to move our camp.
Mm-hmm.
We want to move our camp. We would have wanted to move our camp when we found out it was compromised. We didn't know it was compromised because Shafe decided to go off and talk to someone by herself.
It sounds like she's not your employee, but instead just somebody that's helping you out. So she's not really obligated to tell you anything, is she?
I wouldn't consider it helping us out.
She says, I apologize. Maybe I should have told you first. But again, the woman knew where our camp was. I was afraid if I didn't go with her, she would just send people to attack us. And no one was around at the time.
Go with
Sorry.
her.
Who is this woman?
I don't know her name. It's an elf of some sort. She is not a hobgoblin.
You didn't leave the camp with her. You left the camp alone. You met her at the tower. You didn't leave the camp with her.
She says, well, I met her near the camp, and then we went to the tower.
That's not what the track said. The track said you went to the tower. She met you there.
Yes, she told me to meet... I'm sorry. What I meant to say was she told me to meet her there later.
Okay, quick question. Out of character.
Give me an insight check.
Is her story just bullshit because it doesn't match up with what the tracks we followed? 9.
You don't think she was being dishonest? You think maybe she just misspoke?
I don't know. I like her.
I like her. She says, look, I met with this woman. The Iron Tide knows where we are. At least she does. I don't know if she's told her employers yet, but I do think we should move the camp, and I was just letting you know that she does want to speak with us. I don't know where she is now.
Where's the meeting place?
She says she wants to meet us tonight near the Western Tower, the one where we met today.
Brilliant. You will go to the Western Tower and you will bring her to us.
Whoa. You're gonna send Sheath alone? What if it's like a trap and they get her?
She says, no.
Go with her.
I'm against that.
She says, no, it's all right. I think I should probably go and bring her here, if that's what you want to do.
That is for the best. Shake's not an idiot. She knows how to avoid a trap.
She nods. She says, plus, if the woman wanted to kill me with a trap, she probably could have done so already. Although she might be trying to lure you all into a trap, so that would make sense that I bring her back here.
Hence why all of us are not walking into the trap.
So here as in the old camp or the new camp?
Yeah, I guess, well, she says, I guess we should move our camp, and then I can bring her to wherever our new camp is.
No.
How about bringing
we
her
move our camp and then we meet her
to the old
else.
camp?
Yeah.
She nods and says, all right, yes, that would probably be smartest. And Shock would nod. He says, tactically, that is the best move. If things go wrong, they won't know where the new camp is.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Brilliant. I guess we start packing. Apologies, Kai. Apologies, Shan. You've just come back here. This is, your first night here, and you already need to move. Let's get moving.
Yeah, it's not like I had any stuff anyway.
So where are you moving the camp to?
Honestly, the best place for it is probably in these hills.
Okay.
Considering what we've taken out. Yeah.
The hills, or do you want to go to the woods?
The woods would be preferable, but there isn't woods anywhere near a place that isn't part of the Iron Tide's interest. I'd rather be where they're not interested and then more secure.
Alright. So everyone gets their stuff together. These new people you saved do seem exhausted. Does anyone have medicine?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So they are not as exhausted as the others. These prisoners only have 1 level of exhaustion. Seems like...
We've got 2.
How many new prisoners do we have?
There were 7, if I remember correctly. So you can add those 7. Yeah, you can add those 7 to your NPC list.
And they've got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes. So go ahead and ping where you want the new camp to be, or where you're moving to.
So the new prisoners have 1 or 2 levels?
2.
I didn't...
2.
Or wait, no, 1.
Sorry.
The new prisoners have 1, sorry.
Oh, 1. Bro, even better. So we have 17 soldiers without exhaustion.
Yeah, there are a bunch of the other slaves here, and they're all talking now. It's like a happy reunion between a bunch of the prisoners. But yeah, ping the map where you want the camp to be moved to.
Before we make a decision based on just my opinion, what is everyone else's opinion?
Well, I might have a good idea of where like the route or the patrol routes don't go, right? Or like a blind spot.
Again, the patrol routes ever since the towers were knocked out are smaller, right? They're gonna stick closer to camp.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
patrols have been
So-
further north since the towers were destroyed. They haven't been coming out as far. They've been kind of pulling their forces back to consolidate.
Yeah.
The
So
southern
that's
hills next to the mountains is probably the best place for us to hide, in my opinion.
Okay, doke. That sounds right. I agree.
I mean, you like although Darinu, you get bonus. Like that's why I suggest the woods is because you get bonuses there. And
Yeah, like the woods would be better for us, but the only woods around are near the slave camps, meaning they're more likely to patrol the areas. If
When
we
I
have,
when I
And they
scouted
tend to
this
avoid
camp
the
was abandoned.
hills and mountains.
When I
This is
scouted,
true.
this camp was abandoned.
Shade
Like, don't
says,
get me wrong, they had forces here, but when I scouted, nobody was in this camp. It was abandoned.
yeah, they might try and reclaim it though. We don't know what they're going to do with the camps.
Mm.
At least, like if we're in the hills, that like we're out of their interest.
Arguably though, if we take over one of the slave camps, they're walled off and fortified.
yeah, but
And
there's
tough
hundreds
one
of
day.
them, Shaith says. If we're stuck inside a camp surrounded by hundreds of people,
The other
that's...
thing I
Can't
want
help
to say
them
is,
so much.
if we camp along here, if they figure out where we are, they've got a quick, easy way to come straight down along here to get to us.
Shock says, what about the
That's it.
mountains? They don't seem to like the mountainous areas because of their armor. Maybe the mountains
I
will
No,
be a better...
they
Because
don't
of
like
the
the mountains
wyverns.
because of the dragons.
He says,
Wyverns.
maybe there's a cave up there somewhere we could use. Might be
There's
safer.
plenty of caves up there. There are also plenty of wyverns up there.
Let's
Well,
see.
we saw one, and they tend to be kind of territorial unless they have a mate. So I don't think there's too many around here. They
Where
have larger
I-
territories.
I would rather not fuck with a wyvern territory because it nearly fucking wrecked us last time we fought it, Shave.
So
If you remember, because we were
Yeah,
there.
but
she
also
nods.
weren't all together.
She says, I have no wish to face that thing again. Give me... Actually,
Fair
anyone
enough.
with survival might have some good opinions here if anyone wants to make a survival check. I'll take up
Sure.
to...
I have nature only.
Natural one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So Quentin, you think that the hills here, where you had been traveling through at one point, or past, you remember there's like a cave in the valley here that might be well hidden. That could be a good spot. That's
Okay.
kind of by the hills, also near the meeting point, so you don't have to travel as far for the meeting tonight.
Okay, I'll tell everyone that then.
Daniel just looks at Quentin a little wide-eyed.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Karen just hears in her head, useful information for once.
Shit.
I know, right?
Shock claps you on the back, Quentin. He says, "That's a good idea, friend. I agree with him. This cave sounds... Oh god.
Why do I feel like Shock is patronizing me? Like, why?
Maybe you're just so used to being patronizing that now any compliment to you sounds patronizing.
I don't
No.
patronize people.
It's actually a good idea, Quentin.
No, I'm being
I'm-
serious, friend. I think
I'm
this is
inciting everyone because I'm just like, they're all being patronizing.
Are you all
The
fucking
one
with
patron-
me?
Patchwork is
Fucking
completely
shit.
honest.
Yeah, you look the patchwork. She's honest usually.
I know Patchwork's too sweet to lie to me. I'll look to Patchwork the truth. Like, Patchwork's innocent. I'm just like, yeah,
Shock says, if there's a cave in the valley there that's well hidden by the grasses, then that would be a perfect spot for a camp. The danger would be if we're found, then our back will be to a wall, but, I mean, it's unlikely we'll be found if we're cautious.
I can handle escape routes for that.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so is that where you're going?
Well, hang
Wait,
on,
I have
first question,
passed-
before we have this conversation, can we, like, not have our new, whatever they are, slaves, prisoners, whatever you want, with us? Can we have put them somewhere out the way so they never heard the conversation? Because I did say about, well, I did private message and, yeah, let's see.
At this point, they probably heard you because you didn't say you were trying to be secretive.
I did. Oh, whatever. Cool.
Unless you have some form of telepathy or something.
I DM'd you earlier saying like while everyone was distracted, I did try and sneak off with them.
Sneak off with who?
The 2 prisoners.
You mean the hobgoblins? I thought you meant the no, the hobgoblins aren't there. You wouldn't have the hobgoblins with you. They're off to the side. I thought you meant the people you freed.
No, those ones I know. I meant the hobgoblins.
Yeah, no, I assume you put them elsewhere, so they weren't involved in any of this.
I'm still keeping an eye on them in case any of the
they're sort of tied up off in the off to the south a little with a bunch of soldiers with spears ready to stab them if they try anything.
Can I just make a statement? If we're moving camp, can we please not take them with us?
No.
Shock looks to them. He says,
we were going to exchange them for prisoners.
We can still do that. We just don't take them with us to our new camp. We can leave them here, tied up here.
He says,
no, because then they're randomly alone. They can untie themselves. They can get eaten by direwolves. We have to take them with us.
Not the worst thing to happen to them.
Shock says, are you sure we shouldn't just put them down? I feel like they could be a liability.
I thought you were a general or like a commander or something.
He says, I was a long time ago. But in this type of warfare, if we are found out, we will quickly be overwhelmed. We don't have the luxury of an army to watch us versus another army. I mean, we're doing hit and runs here. Having prisoners...
Isn't that like a war crime or something? Like, I think that's one... I mean, one, you know...
If there is
one thing, but...
He says war
if there
crime.
If there are war crimes...
Do we not have that here?
If there are war crimes, the Ironside have broken all of them so far. Unfortunately, Shock, our new friend here values their life, so we can't just execute them.
We were on the same side until very recently, you know. It's just...
He says, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have no wish to just slaughter these soldiers, but it doesn't seem like we're in a good place to be keeping prisoners. I mean, say we bring them to the new camp and they escape somehow, then we will lose our new camp and possibly be attacked. I don't know. I just think it's a risk. But of course, I will defer to the group's wisdom on this. You all have been keeping everything going so far. You seem to know what you're doing.
It is a risk. I've pointed out this risk previously. I was overridden on this risk factor. Now we have people that... Well, now we have more people that want to keep them alive. I'm assuming I'm still being overridden on this matter.
Says, well, it is intriguing. It is intriguing that this woman wants to meet with us. I wonder if there's a parlay, perhaps, that we can... that this Orcard wants to accomplish.
My 15 insight when Shaith was saying that, did that root out that that her story she'd just altered, like she'd just misspoken, or that did I get
you think she just misspoke. I mean, you didn't see Shaith's tracks, or you did see Shaith's tracks near the camp at one point, but you didn't see the other woman's tracks, which would make you a little suspicious, because it did seem like she just met her up at the tower. But then again, she would have had to have meeting Shaith at some point to know to meet her up there, you know?
Yeah. I always remember Shaith saying she found our camp and then she met her and we didn't see any of the tracks. And I know the woman came from the mountains, which in itself is dodgy.
Yeah, it's a little dodgy, but you didn't detect any falsehoods.
I have a plan. Cool.
Yeah. Alright, so is that the plan then? You're moving the camp over here?
Yeah.
And Ty, were you trying to say, or Kai, were you trying to say something there? I may have, I thought I heard you. Are you there? Did we lose Kai? Maybe. Oh. Are you having maybe issues with Discord? I heard him for a second there.
Well, I was gonna say
Go ahead.
If we're worried about like these prisoners knowing where the camp's gonna be, maybe we just keep them. Like maybe we just have like somebody watching them, and we keep them separate until such a time as they can be traded.
That might not be a bad idea, though. Go ahead.
Because even if we want to keep them alive, I don't know if I want to take them to the new camp because that's supposed to be a secret.
Well, obviously we've got to take them to the new camp because we've got no better solutions. We can't split up. Splitting up is never a good idea. I know we do it all the time, but every time we do it, someone gets hurt significantly. So we're going to try and stop doing that for now, at least.
Shock.
We will have to.
Go ahead.
Sean, you want to? Does Shock want to say something? Shock can say whatever.
So yeah, he's scratching his chin. He says, "What if we blindfold them and then lead them to the cave? They won't know where they are."
That'll do it.
He says, "I have used blindfolds in the past to deal with prisoners."
Excellent idea. Can we also gag them? They do tend to have the habit of speaking out of turn.
He nods. He says, "Of course." All right. So, anything else the group wants to talk about?
So, Shock, you are going to go meet them at the tower again, and then you are going to walk a little south, and we will be in the hills there, in a prepared ambush, ready to kill the person that you are bringing to meet us.
Shock says, "Well, I'm not going, but I think Shaith would go." And he nods.
You're gonna wait to hear what she wants first, right?
Oh, we're going to wait to hear what she wants, but I'm fully assuming this is an ambush because we're dealing with the Iron Tide, who have time and time again proven to be dishonorable. So I'm assuming it's an ambush, which we are going to be prepared for.
But I don't know if they knew where we were and she was willing to like tell her bosses about it.
Shaith says,
just kill us.
Shaith says, and I'm bringing her here, right where we are now.
No.
Or do you want me to bring her to the new camp?
No, we'll probably set up an ambush in the hills and around this area because that looks like a good ambush place to me.
And she nods and says, "All right. So you are moving the camp over here, which would take several hours as you bring all your stuff into the mountainous area, into the cave here, which is actually very well hidden. Quentin picked a very good spot.
Did we run into the direwolves before we moved? So I can tell them?
No, Shock says he's seen them around. They've come looking for food, and he's fed them a few times. But you don't see them there, unfortunately, now. So you might have to find them again. But it is now evening. I'll say a couple hours pass as you move everything. Yeah.
Yeah, once we've kind of settled into the camp, I want to start identifying things.
Okay.
Once we settle, I will give Karen the 2 scrolls that I found and just go, yeah, so when I was raiding through, I found these, and obviously I can't use them, but I know you can, so...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, I love learning new spells. And this is Karen, by the way. At some point, to Karen.
Alright, so go ahead and take the 2 spells out of your inventory, and you would get them into yours, Karen. Jim, did you get back yet?
I did, sorry, I went for a fag.
Oh, no worries. I thought I heard you say something. Were you saying something during that discussion?
I was voting to kill him.
Alright, so you were just kind of looking to kill these prisoners. You're still very upset at them.
Yeah.
Do you not take Discord with you when you go for a smoke?
I can, but I got the kids are downstairs, so they're really loud.
Yeah,
it might be better. Alright, so nighttime comes. Trish is doing Identify as a ritual, I assume. You do have the pearl, right?
Yes, we went through this.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Unless it was stolen from me.
No.
You conned the old man into getting the pearl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly how you got it, but that's fine.
The old man and me at Card Market.
I tricked the guy into believing that a flask of oil was a magic potion that sets things on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So what are you identifying?
Everything.
I mean, what are you identifying first?
We'll go for the figurine.
Okay. Are you gonna tell everyone what it is?
I'm gonna see what it is first, and then decide.
All right. Let's see.
Figurine of wondrous power, probably, because it's a griffin figurine.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, so there's the small figurine, and then I'll do the 4 unidentified potions, and then I'll look at the 2 spell scrolls.
Alright, I'll send you a whisper with the figurine.
Alrighty.
Quinton's gonna kind of like eye up Kai in a bit of a like not threatening, but he feels his position's threatened type thing. It's like, okay, so yeah.
There you go.
I get ready to narrow it. A minute.
No, not that. It's just the fact of like, he's an Asama, you're a tiefling, he's a druid, you're a druid. He's very much like a, am I getting replaced? Like, is my position threatened now? Just,
In
Roll an insight check.
I say yeah. You are.
Roll an insight check on Darren, who's going to go speak to Kai.
Okay.
Give me 4d10 rolls as well. Karen. Yeah. Okay. Did you read what I sent you? Are you still reading it?
Yeah, I'm reading through it.
Kai, if you prefer to be alone, you're going to hate Chaur. It's an enormous city full of people.
It's not an enormous city.
It's an enormous city. It's full of people. It's crowded and it's cramped.
Do you want me to whisper you the potions as well, or just tell you?
You can whisper.
Okay. There are the potions.
Okay, now I'm scared.
Yeah,
that was an interesting laugh.
That's a great laugh.
Did you look at the scrolls? You don't have to identify the scrolls. You can just read them.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at those too.
Give me 2 more d10 rolls.
I'm gonna go sit next to Patchwork while they're doing that and Darren is talking. And be like,
Oh man.
Okay, so quick question, like, what are no-goes for you with the hobgoblin prisoner slave peoples?
Well, any unnecessary cruelty, I'd say.
Okay, so we can kill them as long as we do it quickly, right?
Humanely.
Again, if necessary. Right now, it isn't.
Okay. So the scrolls, I'll just say, are Feeble Mind and Major Image.
Ooh! Oh no.
Oh!
They seem to be written in Dwarven, interestingly.
Oh, hey, I can read that.
I read Dwarven.
Okay. So yeah. You'd guess that these were probably dug up in the ruins from the old Therian ruins that they were exploring.
I wanna, and I don't have the materials to put them into my spellbook right now. I'm assuming.
Probably not, unless you have
Probably
a bunch
not.
of inks.
No.
On paper.
Well, she has her spellbook. She would just need the magical inks, which I don't think she has.
To be honest,
no, I have to reread how to put spells into my spellbook, but I'm gonna hang on to those.
You need
It's 50 gold
really
piece per
expensive
level.
ink or paper for that. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
it would be 50 gold per level in inks, and it would take an hour per level to scribe.
And what level are these?
8th and 3rd.
Yeah.
8th and 3rd.
So one of them is a really high level one. The other one is a fairly
Yeah.
high level one.
That
all right.
Fever in Mind one is probably worth just casting from the scroll because it's going to be so long until you get 8th level. That's like, I would recommend just keeping that on you and it being in your pocket.
It's a skill check to even be able to cast it though.
Yeah,
That's true.
DT 18 intelligence check for you.
Yeah, it would be risky to try to cast it from the scroll.
Yeah, no, and I don't have, my intelligence isn't that great.
yeah, don't be like get a radar card.
We'll have to get you some more inspiration then.
So anyway, it is evening time. The prisoners are blindfolded in the back of the cave. The soldiers are having some more of the ale. There's a bit of celebration, but it's getting close to the meeting time. You probably have about 2 hours.
Do these soldiers look like they're getting very, very merry? Because if so, I am going to stop them drinking because, like, we don't need them drunk.
Not drunk. They're just letting off some steam, probably, just because, a bunch of them are alive again, and you've saved a lot of the prisoners at this point.
I'm just worried that people, as they get drunken and start letting off steam, will start doing stupid shit, and they may want to take their anger out on them. That's what
I'm assuming we're using shock to keep them in check and make.
Oh yeah, no, shock.
Per person.
Shock is hanging out with them. There's definitely a camaraderie that's sort of formed between them and Shock from their experiences, and he's. It looks like he's taking care of them. He's like
that's
keeping
good.
them.
I didn't want to leave them there, and we come back to find them dead.
Yeah.
Well, that was waste of time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to, when we get nearer the time, I'm going to tell everyone or tell the group, I'm going to try and slip away so that I can spy where she's coming from, because I know that the Iron-Tide woman was up in the mountains, then came down and met Shaith at the old burnt down tower, and I don't get why she came from the mountains if she's from the Iron-Tide.
Has Shaith left yet?
She's waiting for you all. She says, should we move over to the hills here to set up a spot where I'm bringing her?
Yes,
we should.
Okay.
Quentin, in your head, keep an eye on Shaith. We need eyes on Shaith. We know they're coming from the mountains. We might be able to follow them back. If it's dodgy, then we ambush them and we kill them. Keep an eye on Shaith. Make sure she doesn't warn them that it's an ambush.
Right,
and make sure it's the two of them coming.
It is evening, so you cannot see as well, as it's very dark out. The group takes about an hour, about an hour to move over there, and you find a spot in the hills to basically hide, and Shaith says, all right, I'll go bring her here. Is there anything I should know, or am I just walking her over to the spot where we are?
When arrows start flying, duck for cover and stab her.
She nods. She says, are we ambushing her as soon as I bring her, or are we hearing her out?
We'll hear her out. We'll be
out.
She nods and says, all right. So she goes off. Is anyone doing anything while you wait, or shall I?
Question. Yeah. How much time before we're meant to meet is this now?
You still have about an hour. It's supposed to be at 10. It's 9 now.
Okay, so before we leave, I'd like to have left earlier, vanished, wild shaped into my fox, and then snuck off to about where she said she's going to meet them, so that I can see where the woman comes from. Also, so I can kind of short rest and get one of my wild shapes back whilst I'm doing it.
So you're going to head to the tower here?
Yeah, I'll have gone into my fox, just normal fox because I have dark vision, and be waiting roughly where I think Shaith said she was going to meet them, so that I can short rest whilst there to get my second wild shape back, so that I'm good for a fight.
All right. You could have. Or wait, you're saying you're trying to short rest while you're waiting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you could get there early and short rest.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna put on my cloak and hood so that I don't know, the shiny parts of me aren't too noticeable in the dark.
Okay.
Shani, you're only good at range.
No. I mean, I've got options, but it's. I mean, I prefer to be in close.
Do you know how to use a bow?
I can. I think I'd be more effective with my magic.
Yeah, okay, you look about as tired as me. Don't get too close.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten a long rest, but just wasn't.
Even if I was tired, you wouldn't see. Probably. I think. Huh,
Unless you like, I don't know, slump over a little bit as you're.
Yeah, your servos move a little slower. We would be able to tell, Patchwork. We know you.
All right, so
Karen looks great.
When does Karen not look great?
In the morning.
I do think that
when she's been forced to hike up a mountain.
When we get there, can I? I'll pass without a trace.
yeah. So if you well, pass without trace only lasts an hour, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
just before she gets there.
Yeah, so I was gonna say you might want to cast it around like 9:30 or maybe 10, because you know that they'll meet at 10, and it's probably gonna take them a half hour to get back here.
All right. Quick, I'm gonna cast False Life. That's.
Don't you still have False Life?
Does it last that long?
It lasts until your next long rest, temp HP. Unless False Life specifically says it doesn't, which I think.
No,
yeah.
Duration for an hour, actually.
Oh, does it have a duration?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as a point, you've got it as as like a free spell for you with your thingy. You may as well cast it until you have 8 temporary hit points because you've got enough time.
I mean, I guess, can I do that?
Is it free once? I thought it was just free once.
No, it well.
I think it's at will.
Is at will? Alright. So yeah, if it's at will, then you can just say you have the max. So you have 8. Alright, so you're watching. So Quentin, you're there. You're hiding. Give me a stealth check.
Yep. I think no, I don't. Not in this form. Okay, but I do get a +5, so. Oh, hang on. Bloody thing.
Okay, so you're very well hidden. Kind of maybe in some bushes near the tower. Shaith would get there about 10. She's also moving pretty stealthily. She walks up to the tower. And you would hear a voice say, where are the rest of your people? And she says, they were worried about meeting you here. They were worried it was a trap. They wanted me to bring you back to their camp. And she says, if I wanted to attack you all, we would have just attacked your camp and not said anything.
That's what I said.
And she says, I know, but you can't blame them for being a bit cautious. And you hear like a bit of a sigh, and she says, all right, head back to your camp. I'll follow you from the shadows. And Shaith is still looking around, trying to pinpoint where this woman is, but does not see her.
What? Can I see her?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, forget mine.
Yeah, passive doesn't do it.
No, you don't see her with your passive. No, you still don't see her. Nope. She is, whoever she is very well hidden. So Shaith nods and starts walking back. I assume you're going to follow.
I'm going to wait. So Shaith will go. I'm going to wait and see if I see or hear anyone following her to follow that noise. And hopefully keeping Shaith in sight, but more focused on the person that Shaith can't see.
Yeah, give me a check.
Which
Another another perception.
one? Okay.
No, you still don't see or hear her. You can see Shaith. Shaith is she wasn't hiding from you. And she's sort of hiding now, but you can still see her with your passive. Whoever this is following her, assuming she is following her, you don't see her.
Okay. How far away from me is Shaith?
She's probably, I mean, as far as you want to let her get, she's heading back towards the camp.
I don't want to move until I'm sure the person following her has gone, but of course I don't know if they've moved or if they're not. So I'm going to kind of like keep it like about 40, 50 feet in between me and them. Me and Shaith.
Trying to stealth in the darkness, I assume.
Yeah.
Sure, give me a stealth check. Okay, so you're sneaking along the hills. So back at camp, it's about 10:20. Go ahead and give me stealth checks, everyone. And you have your pass without trace going, so everyone gets plus 10.
We need someone to be bait.
Shan's like playing the bongo drums.
Send out Shan. Shan, they already knows this. You might as well send out someone they know.
Oh my god, you guys.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be.
Thank God for
I am pretty sure by this point that it's not a trap, but I will stealth along anyway.
Oh yeah, well you're attempting to stealth with a 14. 16. So what are the three highest rolls, or two highest, or three highest? Is that everyone? Oh, I still need who do I still need?
Darren is not hiding. We need someone as bait, so I'm not hiding.
Oh, you're not hiding? Alright.
26.
Alright, so yeah, you see Shaith approaching. She's coming up the hill. You don't see anyone with her. Shaith would kind of look around, walk up to Duranu. And what are you going to do, Duranu?
I'll light a torch, drop it to the ground, and just be like, if you don't show yourself, this meeting's not happening.
You would hear a voice say, I'm not going to show myself for the same reason you didn't come to the tower. But I would like to speak to your group about something.
I am here.
Just come out now, right?
No, I wouldn't say so yet. I'm here. If you wish to speak, then you can speak.
You hear her coming, or you hear her voice. Give me a perception check. You're at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Sure.
Your ears are still ringing.
Can I tell where that voice is coming from? Like what direction?
It sounds like it's coming from the darkness off to the northeast of you, but you don't see anyone over there. You can kind of pinpoint her position, but you definitely can't see her yet.
I want to try to kind of sneak around and try to get up them.
She would say, I bring a message from Orchard. He wishes to speak with your group under a truce.
There you go. Yeah, I'll come out.
Alright, so you step out?
Yeah.
I'll hold my hand up and just be like, just hold on a second. Orchard wishes to speak under a truce, and he sends a messenger who won't show themselves.
Yeah, but we didn't show ourselves first.
She says, I am not here to really... She says, I don't really want to bargain about this. She says, you know why I haven't shown myself. Neither of us trust each other for good reason. This has nothing to do with the parlay. Obviously, you've done a good job at disrupting things here, and Orchard wishes to discuss why you're here and why he's here, to maybe come to some kind of understanding. That's my purpose.
You gotta respect.
Very well. You've said your piece. That's all we need to hear from you.
Well, where do you want to meet at?
Well, she does need to bring a message back.
She
probably.
says,
No, we can choose where we meet.
But she still needs to be able to tell him.
So yeah, Patchwork, as you say that, she says, indeed, I need to know where you would like to meet for this parlay.
Neutral ground.
And she needs to know if we're even gonna do this.
And she says, yes, and if you accept. And if you don't accept, maybe some terms. But he would rather speak to you in person to discuss terms of what is going to happen next.
Yeah, at this point, I'm probably gonna stand up and walk forward
And
as well.
as the group is coming out of... is anyone not coming out of the dark? I think no one is still hiding.
Me.
I'm still hiding.
Okay.
I'm still kind of trying to get around them to see if I can.
I'm trying to find them as well.
So as everyone is stepping out, at the edge of the torchlight, a figure comes into view. She stands at about 5'6". She has red hair and darkish skin. It looks like a drow of some kind.
Ooh.
Oh hey, we know who this is.
Do you?
Doing?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Well,
I'm curious. Who do you think this is?
This is the person with the buttons.
Oh, he remembered. All right.
Yes, that one. I remember.
I was wondering if anyone would remember that.
Of course I remember.
She kind of sits at the edge of the fire, and she would say, there, I've given you a little bit more sight on me.
Okay. The truce is in effect. Tell Orcard we will meet.
And she nods and says, where do you wish to meet him?
We'll meet him at the cave entrance tomorrow morning.
The cave in the mine entrance?
Yes. Their cave entrance. Their mine entrance. I'm just going to say to everyone in their head, like, negotiate from a position of strength. Like, show them that we ain't scared.
She says, the mine entrance is a bit exposed. You would be putting yourselves at quite some risk. Are you sure you wouldn't want to meet somewhere more private?
That's what I'm saying.
That
So
suggests,
it should be like a neutral ground, right?
that suggests we see you as a risk.
She says you'd be a fool not to. He has hundreds of troops.
And I have a dragon.
Yeah.
She kind of arches an eyebrow. Well, whatever your terms, I can take them to him. I believe Orcard wanted to meet you in secret, though. I don't think he wants the Iron Tide to know about this meeting.
Oh. Well, he wouldn't be
More
willing to
treachery from the
participate.
treachery.
She shrugs.
So the planes in between would be out. That's too easily visible.
I assume also a nighttime meeting would be best for him. Again, because he would want to meet more in secret.
Very well.
What do you think?
Probably avoid
what
the
do you think-
mountains, though.
Okay then. If he wishes to meet in private, then we will meet at the western tower that is still standing. He will pull his troops away from there, and we'll meet him there.
That's not very secret, though.
He doesn't explain why they're moving their troops away from the tower.
She sort of looks to Patchwork, looks to you. She says, well, I can tell him the Western Tower. The hills will at least be good cover for the meeting. Is that what you wish me to bring him?
The daytime would probably be best.
She says, no, I don't think he'll want to meet during the day, because then there will be other, there will be patrols, and it would be suspicious for him to suddenly stop patrolling the areas. He would prefer a nighttime meeting.
It would be suspicious for a leader to just disappear during daytime.
Yes, and
So the tower at night then. Right?
So Western Tower in the night.
She nods. She says, I believe that would be... He asked me to look for a nighttime meeting.
And he is to come with you, and you alone?
I believe he will bring a small group, just to ensure this is not an ambush, but he will not bring any of his troops. I don't know if I'll be among them. I think he'll have his captains and possibly his wizard. But it will be no more than 5 individuals, I believe is what he told me.
Are you another mercenary then? One of his?
I'm not part of the Iron Tide, though. My reasons for being here are not important for any of this.
Are you for hire?
I can be.
Ooh. How much? Oh, well, we'll talk about that another time. We got a thing going.
She says, aren't you part of the Iron Tide?
I was. Not any longer.
Did you tell Orcard of your departure?
No.
Well,
I mean, word of it has probably gotten out by now, I imagine.
She shrugs. She says, I don't think so. I believe, well, if you just left, I would assume they listed you as missing. Quite a few have gone missing lately. And she kind of looks to the group.
Oh, you're welcome. Less mouths to feed and people to pay.
Well,
She kind of half smiles under her mask. In any case, so tomorrow night, we'll say midnight, at the tower. Does that work?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Until then, Orcard wishes there to be a white flag between him and your group. No attacks, and you just stay away from his territory. Just to avoid complications. Sound
That
fair?
seems fair. Yeah.
And
To
she
me at
nods.
least. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Do I see anybody else? Do I find anybody else in the bushes? Or is it just her?
No, you just, you don't, well, give me a perception check.
Since I'm like scouting around and
It's dark out, so you would have disadvantage. No, it doesn't seem like there's anyone else here. You just see her now at the edge of the light. She says, alright, if there's nothing else, I will bring your terms to him. Good evening. And
Remind him to bring food.
Food?
Yes, if we're going to negotiate, we'll sit and have a meal. He
Oh.
can supply the meal.
I don't know if there is a table there, but I shall see how he feels about a picnic. He says, somewhat jokingly.
Yeah, do you really want to eat food prepared by the enemy? I mean, it could be poisoned.
Yes, I do want to eat food prepared by the enemy.
Alright.
She nods.
I have a spell for that.
Oh, okay. You can't eat
I've got a fluffy for that.
I can
She,
detect poison.
she nods and says, alright, I'll tell him you wish him to bring food. Anything else?
No.
She says, well, then we shall meet there. Oh, he wanted me to ask, do you have any prisoners? He assumed you didn't take any, but he figured he'd ask.
We do, actually.
Alright.
We have a couple.
He would appreciate it if you kept them alive for the time being. He wishes to discuss possible trades. Just thought he just wanted me to mention.
If he wants the prisoners, then we can bring them along to the meeting as well, as long as you bring all of yours.
She says, we can bring those we took from Chaur, though I think you freed most of them already.
Oh no, it would have to be everyone that you keep in chains.
You gotta be.
She sort of arches an eyebrow. She says, you wish him to bring his prisoners from the Nazic Empire as well.
Yes.
I shall mention that to him.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you gotta reach common ground here.
Alright, so she is going to, at this point, vanish into the darkness.
If I can, I'm going to follow her as she goes.
same.
Neither of you have any idea where she went. Well, give me a perception check. I doubt you're going to beat her stealth, though.
But
yeah, you basically, as she stepped back into the shadows, it almost seemed like she vanished.
I just looked at Karen Just say.
No, I rolled a 30. You don't.
Yeah, I think Karen.
You're not showing yourself.
Well, I assume at this point, Karen, are you going to come back to the group, or what are you doing? Because, yeah, neither of you saw where she went. She just vanished.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Okay.
I have a rough idea which way she's heading, either to the mountain or to the cave. So I'm going to head to the burnt out tower to see if I can pick up anything listening wise.
So, just FYI, you could probably track her. You've tracked her before. Just because you can't see her doesn't mean she didn't leave signs of passage. That would probably be easier than trying to find her stealthily.
Yeah.
But are you telling anyone this, or are you just kind of going to do it?
I'm still a fox. I can't tell anyone.
Okay. So what about you, Karen? Are you going back to camp?
Yeah.
I cast.
Well, do I see Quentin going off?
No, I don't think you ever. Well, yeah, I don't think you ever saw Quentin because he had a pretty high stealth, so you didn't know where he was.
What was my stealth? My stealth was like 20.
All right.
So I don't know.
So yeah, I'll say as she leaves, no one you, I assume, enter the light again.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you all gonna do?
Well, just look at Karen and go. Our terms haven't changed, just the manner in which we wish to meet with him have.
Perhaps.
I need a long rest.
Does anyone have nature knowledge?
Yeah.
So nature might have told you something. From meeting her.
One moment.
So you would know that that mysterious figure was a drow. Generally, dark elves come from the deep, an area of immense caves far below the earth. They aren't usually seen on the surface.
I'm gonna pass that on to the group.
Yeah. It's they come from sort of a matriarchal society, generally led by their spider goddess. Pretty cutthroat, but yeah, it's very rare you see one not down in the Underdark or in the the deep, unless they are coming to do raids or attack towns. At least that's what the rumors are. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I would like to long rest.
Going back to camp?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the group.
I would like to keep an eye out in case anyone follows us.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I was going to say Darren wants to drop back and try and track the party back to the cave. See, like drop back and hide our tracks.
All right, give me a survival check. Unfortunately, you are at disadvantage.
I know, but I still need to try.
Still need to try.
11.
Yeah, you think you hit most of the tracks. Usually only a skilled forester will be able to follow most trails anyway. So, but how late are you staying out trying to track her, Quentin? Because it's already pretty late at night.
Well, I'm going to see if I can get a track and just see if I can follow it, and then I'll follow it until I think because I find it weird that she came from the mountains as opposed to coming along with the path when she met up with Shafe the first time. So that's bugging me. So I want to figure out that bit.
Well, she said she wasn't Iron Tide, right? Was she just like maybe camping out there?
No, she said that, but when Shafe vanished and we followed her first, the track came from up the mountains. So that to me is really weird. If part of the Tide.
So give me a perception check first.
Okay.
And give me a survival check. So you do find a trail. You spend the first hour. You get kind of lost. Go ahead and you gonna use another wild shape to stay in fox form.
Do I have the feeling that there's like any orc patrols around? Because if not, then no.
You don't see any.
No, then I'll ditch the fox form and just be my normal self.
But as you're moving around following her trail, you're kind of getting ready to go back. You know that your form is coming close to an end. When you hear a voice say, oh, hello there. And a dark, kind of purplish hand comes out of the shadow, followed by some red eyes, which you would recognize as her. She says, hello, little one. And she puts her hand towards you.
I'll turn and growl like a fox would, like it's just been disturbed. And I'm ready to, if this goes over, I will expend another wild shape to stay in my fox form, or I might change it to a different form. We'll see. But I'm going to growl and then kind of start to run up.
She stops as you growl, smiling. She says, you're an odd-looking one. What are you doing here?
Then I'll run off into the bushes.
She looks like she's taking out a piece of food. Up, and she watches you as you run off and just kind of sits there for a moment.
Oh.
I'll turn around and come back and like the timid animal when someone's offering them food and just sniff.
Alright, so she would smile, handing you the ration. She says, hungry.
I'm guessing I'm gonna have to spend another wild shape to do that.
You probably have about 10 minutes left on your wild shape.
Okay, so at the minute I'm alright. Okay, so I'll sniff, take the food, and then run off into the bushes.
Alright, so she sort of smiles and looks like she's sitting there kind of looking up at the moon as if she's in thought. But she doesn't really like try to follow you or anything.
Oh.
Does she stay there? Like, does she look like she's just staying there? Does it look like she's moving at all?
She's, for the time being, she's sitting here. She's sort of looking around every now and then, but sort of, give me, give me,
another wild shape. Come on.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, so she maybe she's just hanging out, you're not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, be in the bushes and stuff just watching her since I can see her now, and I'm gonna, like, follow her if she moves, but I'm gonna try and, like, stay... I don't know, I'm gonna try and act like a wild fox, like I know what they'd act like with someone who's just given them food, like, the whole curiously following them.
Now, are you still in sight, or did you, like, run off into a bush?
I ran off, but enough that I can just about see her, but I don't know if she can still see me.
She is sort of looking over towards you for a moment, but every now and then she just kind of looks back up at the sky. And after a moment, she's not really watching you anymore, as you're pretty far away, I guess.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna, like, watch her until she moves, and I'll try and follow in that, like I said, a wild fox following someone.
All right.
That's just giving them food.
And you said you're going to use another wild shape?
Yeah, so I've got another 2 hours.
Alright, so after about 10 minutes, she would start making her way north again. If you follow her, she would indeed go to the mine and just kind of walk in.
Okay, then I'll head back.
Okay, then you head back. So you get back pretty late. It's probably around midnight at this point. Yeah, you go to bed. The soldiers would see you coming in, but probably recognize the form, so they don't really do anything. They just kind of watch as you run in. So the night would pass, and you would all level up.
Yay!
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah.
You do, and that's why you would level up.
Oh, sure.
Calling upon your past experiences over the last few days has given you new insights, and you would gain a level.
Sweet as.
Roll for HP.
Yeah, so go ahead and start leveling up. I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break and give you guys some time to level up, but all the books should be shared, so you shouldn't have any problems leveling up with Charactermancer.
Do we roll or take the average?
Average. It's always average.
Oh, is it always average? Am I not allowed to choose?
No, always average. Average
Sorry.
HP every level. Then it's easy to track how much HP you should have at every level.
I don't know how this works.
I get third level. Oh, yay! What? Sorry.
What am I doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Wizard or rogue?
I assume you all know how to use the character mancer, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do. You've leveled up a bunch. What are you doing now?
You know the like cog at the far right. Just click on that and then go down and then.
I think there's also a button now over your name on the first page. I think you could press that, and that might let you level up.
What's the average HP for cleric?
Just click average. It'll do it itself.
Yeah, it'll do it for you.
5. Which yours is set to.
But yours should be 5 because your D8 hit die.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I just can't do math. I was very confused because I got 8, but I forgot that I get a constitution bonus.
Yes, you get plus con modifier. And I'll be back.
Okay. Well, I need to go for a smoke and level up at the same time, making me pick my spells.
Destroy undead. Way.
Guys.
What?
I don't know what to do.
Which
What do you mean?
one do you think you're going to get more use out of? Wizard or rogue?
You need to pump that intellect, girl.
Yeah, but
Take some-
you can't decide. You can't decide
Okay.
if you want to do a
Quick point.
I'm multi-classing. That's what I can't I agree I have to pump my intellect, but
As we
multi-class.
are deciding that no one probably needs to go for wizard.
What's the spread right now? What rogue and what wizard levels?
Currently I have 2 in each. I'm a blade singer wizard. But I'm deciding on whether or not I want to do grab my archetype in rogue or get my second level spells as a wizard. I'm deciding between mastermind and soul knife rogues.
Ooh.
Mastermind is cool.
Mastermind is cool.
Honestly, going level 5 and getting mastermind would be fucking brilliant. So I would say either mastermind or wizard.
I don't know much about either. What's
Fluffy changes too. Fluffy's no longer Fluffy. Fluffy isn't Fluffy, but Fluffy changes.
Like Mastermind, I could start using the help action as a bonus action, and then I get a bunch of I can get a bunch of language, like I can get some language proficiencies, which would be really, really helpful in, the upcoming.
I have level 3 spells now.
I have level 2 spells.
Jelly.
I get level 2 spells.
Jelly. Or I could just take a level in wizard and get level 2 spells.
Now I need to check with spells and stuff.
Fuck it, Cordon of Arrows. Let's go, brutal. And then I need to change Fluffy.
So at 5th level, I have 4 cantrips, which I do already. Yeah, that doesn't change.
Honestly, Karen, you have so much charisma.
Oh.
If you went swashbuckler, that would probably pair pretty well with blade singer.
The only issue is that she's also not good 1-to-1. Like, she's got no AC.
Oh yeah, because what's your dex at? Is that metagaming? I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't care. It's pretty high. My dex. It's my highest score actually. I have a 17 dex and a 16 charisma and a 13 intelligence.
Oh
yeah. We'll see. And then so if with that dex, if you equip like studded leather, you could get pretty good AC, and then you could
I can't cast spells with medium armor.
Studded
leather
leather,
is light.
like,
Is it?
I thought we
Yeah.
looked into it. If you're proficient, you're okay.
Yeah,
And
but
yeah,
I'm
if
also,
you're
not
proficient,
proficient.
yeah,
you are
studded leather is
proficient in
light.
studded
It's like
leather.
13 plus your dex modifier, so you could get like a 17 AC, 18 maybe, depending. And then plus blade song is bumping that up even higher.
Mm.
And then you could throw a swashbuckler on top of that. Be pretty good.
Another way to do that is to cast mage armor.
You could do that,
Okay,
but
well,
then you would be
yeah.
wasting that awesome dex score. I think it would be.
No, because mage armor is 13 plus dex. So it's effectively the same as studded leather. Difference being it just uses a spell slot instead.
Yeah.
I
So it's
can't
studded
think
leather
of-
is 12 plus dex, so you'd be getting what, like, is it plus 4, so like 16 AC?
Is studded leather 12 plus dex?
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
13 plus 12 plus dex, yeah, so mage armor is better for her.
Well,
You'd trade it
I-
off. You would want to save the spell slot. You
Guys, I can revive people now.
there you go.
I
Yay!
need diamonds.
Oh god, we both get it. We gotta get a diamond though.
Yeah,
gotta find
300
diamonds.
gold diamond. Jeez.
Fluffy has wings. Fluffy can't fly, but Fluffy's
I
got
have
wings.
spirit guardians now. Oh, this is great.
I don't know what spells to pick going into tomorrow.
It's
Um,
fine. We're just going to let no one do all the talking, right?
don't worry
We're going
about
to have faith to it.
don't worry about spells too much. You can change them at the after the end of the game. You just have to have them set by next game.
I have the spell daylight now, so if the drow like does the darkness stuff, I have something against that.
Oh, long rest. 1 point of exhaustion. Boom.
Yeah, you gain back half your hit dice, which would be 2. And yeah, you can remove 1 point of exhaustion.
It won't let me open the Fluffy character sheet, which means I can't change Fluffy to Fluffy's new form, which sucks. I will deal with that if it comes up. But Fluffy has wings.
Is it called Fluffy because it has scales and not fur? That's funny.
No,
No.
no, it's called Fluffy because when I met the party, they were called Fluffy Kitty, which they hated. So I jumped on the fact that they hated the name and called my drink Fluffy.
I got nicknamed Fluffy Kitty because of one of the other people when I shifted into a cast, and then they were just like Fluffy Kitty. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone said Fluffy Kitty, it offended someone, so I called my Drake that because my Drake doesn't have a name.
Did you tell Shock about what happened?
Sure.
I mean, I assumed you did, but I wanted to make sure if he kept it secret. So he would be a little concerned about the parlay. He would say it sounds kind of like a trap.
It does sound like a trap, but I'm more than willing to walk into it.
If he does
Is anyone
want
else not
to,
willing to walk into a trap?
I mean, if he does want to parlay, are you willing to accept his terms?
We'll discuss
Well, I'm not going to say my plan was to parlay with him tomorrow anyway, without telling you guys, which might have gotten me killed, but that's another matter. We have our own terms that we will be setting.
He looks back to the camp. I'll say this is the night before. And he says, I don't think we should tell the soldiers about this. The prisoners. I worry it'll cause dissension. Because coming out of slavery, I don't think they would want to hear about you all parlaying with him.
No, that's wise. They don't need to know until the deal is struck.
And you're all there. This is the night before, so like this is kind of when you got back. I guess Quentin isn't there yet, but the rest of you, he'd be talking to you. He says, yeah, I think we should keep this secret and just be careful. I worry that this is some kind of setup.
Does anyone not want to come in case this is a setup?
Nope.
All right.
I'm game.
So fast forward.
I will definitely prepare detect poison and disease.
Do you all? Yeah. Fast forward to the next morning. Are you all ready with your level ups, or is anyone still working on it?
Yeah, I'm still working on spells, but that's alright.
Yeah, don't worry too much about the spells. You can feel free to change them after the game if you want.
DM, this spell that I've just tagged in from my D&D Beyond one, it is and it isn't. I don't get how it works because I think it is. I can use it in the Dungeons and Dragons games, but it's not official material, so I don't know if it's okay for you if you'll allow it or not.
For now, yeah. For now, I'll say no. Just go for official spells for now, and I can take a look at it.
Critical Role. I've never seen it.
Is that a Critical Role thing?
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah. Matt Mercer.
I like Matt Mercer.
I like Matt Mercer. I just don't think he's always good at balancing his content, like any of what's that? What's his Wildemont stuff? Yeah.
Echo Knight, Echo Fighter, whatever. Echo something.
Echo Knight,
some of that stuff is ridiculous.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good storyteller though. I just don't know if game design is his strength.
I just wanted to know because of using it for the fight tomorrow. That's what I wanted to know.
We'll say no for now for the quote unquote fight, if there is one.
I should have taken enhance ability and then just swapped it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely look at that spell.
I can't decide, guys. I'm going with wizard.
Okay.
Good job. Could you do me a favor and can you open up the fluffy character sheet, Raven?
Open the sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean under resources?
I can't at the moment. I just need Drake Companion PB3 dragged onto it. Because Fluffy changes.
Let's see. Well, wait, where is... Oh, there's Fluffy. So what, you can't click on it?
I can open it, but I can't open it in the Roll20 window, which won't let me change its stats to the new stats that you get.
Weird. Let me see. You should have editing and access rights.
I can edit it. I can do stuff to it. I just can't open it in the Roll20 window to drag the new stats onto it. I can open it in a separate window, fine.
Oh, you just need you need the higher level version of it.
Yeah, you can just drag it onto the character sheet.
Yeah,
I guess we have two forms now.
What's it called, the pet?
Drake Companion, I need PB3.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so... Drake Companion... And let me just give you... Okay, come on, roll 20. Alright, now I just give you access and you should be able to edit it.
Well, you just create a new one.
Alright, you should see it under the Summon and Companion now.
Oh, you create a new one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so yeah, next morning, you all awaken feeling refreshed and probably a little bit more powerful. What does the group want to do? The soldiers are curious about what happened last night.
It's almost 11.
Oh, do you want to just call it here?
I mean, maybe it doesn't make sense to start anything big right now, so maybe some Some smaller
Alright.
stuff.
Sure, let's do MVP, and if you guys want, you can do some RP at the end here or something. Send me your MVP votes. Well, we got 2. I have a split vote today. Does everyone remember the whisper command?
No.
So here, put it in parentheses. So it's this command without the parentheses. Just the name of the person who you want to vote for. I think I know who it's going to be. There might be a tie. We'll see. No, with 3 votes, Karen is MVP.
Oh shit!
Congrats.
It's been a
Take
hot
that
minute.
inspiration.
Enjoy
need
your
it.
inspiration.
I'm gonna need it for dealing with our cart. Oh.
Yeah, so the plot thickens.
Yeah. So, like, spell-wise, I have... I still have hold person. Because
I've
that's
picked
a wisdom
that as well.
save.
And if you do decide you want to change any of these level up choices, you can.
Oh, I took
Although-
Bane, by the way, because that's a charisma save.
Can definitely be useful. But yeah, I'm going to take notes. Otherwise, you're free to stay or hang out. I'll be here for a bit. Good game, everyone.
Yeah, GG. So who has hold person other than me?
I've
think
picked
anyone.
it. I've picked it, and I think Kai can have it, but I don't know if he.
Because, and then it said I'm gonna take Bestow Curse.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick between concentration and not because of me getting into a fight. That's the thing that's putting me off wanting to take a lot of them.
And make sure who has the those magical items. You have all those right now, right? No one.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure they're not in 2 or 3 places, so they're just in your inventory.
They're just in my
Yeah.
inventory.
Okay.
They are specifically not in the party treasury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we
I
go.
can't wait. I can't wait to use that one potion. That's such a perfect potion to give to no one.
Yeah, and I rolled it. I did not give it to you on purpose. As soon as I rolled it, though, I was like, oh, yep, she's gonna like this one.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
I have fixed. It let me change Fluffy so you can delete the Drake Companion PB3
Okay.
because I fixed Fluffy. His token does need editing to have 30 HP now. He probably still only has 20. So let me drag him on.
You should be able... Isn't there an option to edit token properties under the edit button?
Yeah, and then it doesn't let you. It does Roll20 now let you change the token?
I'm not sure. I think it might, because I know there's a button there now that says edit token properties that's fairly new. It didn't used to be there, but you might be able to edit the token.
I can now edit the token.
Sweet. All right, good. I'm glad they did that, because that was really annoying that I'd always have to do that.
Yeah, you can delete PB3 because he's not PB3. He's
Okay.
Fluffy.
Difference between. No.
So, Karen, the whole discussion that we had can now be ignored.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
How do I change my cantrips? Because I can now change my cantrips.
If it doesn't let you do it on the level up, you will just need to delete them and add the new ones on.
Okay.
Did we get any arrows from the slave camp?
I mean, they each had the 10 arrows, so I don't know. I don't know if you looted them all, but there was probably. We'll say there was.
arrows.
We'll say there was 30 arrows. There was probably more, but I'll say that's how many you got. Just,
Cool.
just make sure if you kill them, just make sure you tell me when you kill them that you're taking them.
Yeah, sorry. Like I forgot that I was low on arrows, and then I realized I was low on arrows, so I need to get more arrows.
All right. So yeah, you could have got 30.
8 there, and then I will need to put more there. 22. Cool.
How many good spells on 3rd level, but I don't know.
I can do sending now. I'm gonna take that. That seems useful.
Oh yeah, sending's great. Sending's like bread and butter for a bunch of my parties.
Nah. Boring. It's way too useful.
All you guys with your super powerful spells.
I didn't get a single attacking one. I just got a flavors.
Spirit Guardians. Like Spirit
I
Guardians.
get-
Oh yeah, but that's concentration. It's,
Yeah, what do you mean? Spirit Guardians is ridiculous.
yeah, it's,
I didn't get an
Spirit
attacking
Guardians-
spell. I just got like one of the
doing other
most
things.
powerful spells that clerics have. Just shreds everything.
I get one. I get to pick one level 2 spell, and then I get my once per day level 2 spell. I don't have powerful spells.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is...
I am a ranger. I do not cast many spells.
I got my action surge back. That'll be useful.
I get extra attack.
I get turn undead. Yay.
And I can fly.
Oh yeah, I can. This channel.
Wait, you can fly?
I can fly. Fluffy has wings. I can fly. Fluffy can't fly, but I can.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's a gem dragon thing. All right. Oh, it's 1 minute flight. All right.
You can fly for as long as I can.
I can.
I know.
3 times now. Whew.
You can. Which means you can harness divine power 3 times. But still only get first level spell slots.
There's like 2 things I can do. One thing I
Bunch
can
of
do
flying
harness,
nerds.
like this
Flying
harness
around.
stuff I can do once per long rest, and it gives me spell slots back. And the other this channel stuff I can heal people.
Oh, is it 5th level you get harness divine power?
No, I had it before.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought
Yeah,
that was lower level.
used it already, and I can't look at it.
I get 2nd level forms.
But this channeling stuff I can do 3 times now. This harnessing is still one time.
Is there 30 or 31 days in January? 31. Okay.
31.
Yeah.
Like counting the apples.
Do I want summon beast? So I can summon
giant
another.
Oh yeah, actually, GM, when we went back to the cave from the meeting with the drow, I rolled a 23 to see if someone was following us. Was someone following us?
If they were, you did not see them.
Mm-hmm.
So
You saw Darren following you. Because I was following you.
Well, Duranu has been limping a little. He's kind of tired, but
Darren is always tired.
Duranu's always tired, grumpy.
Oh wait, so that long rest, that reminds me, goes back. We go down 1 exhaustion.
1 point of
Yeah,
exhaustion.
you can lower your exhaustion level by 1, and 2 hit dice out of your 5 is recovered. But everything
can't
else,
change.
your hit points are fully recovered, all your powers, yada yada. There should be a
can't change my
button. I think there's a button on your sheet that should take care of a long rest for you.
Yes.
I don't know if I set that up for everyone, because you do have to set it up. It doesn't automatically work.
Mine seems to have worked.
But any of the powers you have there, you can set them to recover on short or long rests. You just have to click the little cog thing.
I have to keep I had to do it for the Raging Soul and stuff.
Can I change my fighting style now that I've leveled up? Is it on level up that I can change my fighting style?
Oh, I don't know. What is that, Tasha's?
Whenever you reach a level in this Clash game, I think it's Tasha's. I can't remember. I just know I get martial versatility at some point, and I can change my fighting style. I can't remember if it's on level up or ASI. It's on ASI. I can't change it.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think ASI. Why are there all a bunch of fluffies on the map?
Because Fluffy.
Fluffy's apparently wandering the plains. Alright. Fluffy's been deleted.
Oh,
I gotta go. I'll
Oh.
catch you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Thanks.
Oh,
guys. See you later.
did you guys actually want to do a Secret Hitler?
Sure.
No,
I've never played
I
it, so I
don't.
don't
No, not
Maybe.
right now.
Well,
I've
not
had
not not
very-
right now. Not right now. I just mean like in the
No.
future.
Like
Yeah,
for fun,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 players at least, but I was thinking of doing another online game at some point. Does anyone have what is it? What's that Steam one? Tabletop something simulator?
Tabletop simulator?
Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
So you'd
I
have
need
to,
to get it.
yeah, you'd have to have that. But if you have that, maybe we could set up a game.
No, I don't have it.
It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $20 or something, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any money to spare at the moment. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
But
probably spelled names wrong, but this is my terrible recap of all the fucking shit that went down today.
yeah, maybe I'll try to set up with some other people in the community at some point. We used to do games every couple of weekends. We had board games online that I'd play with people.
Yeah, I do a board game week every week.
Alright.
But I
Well-
use BGM.
Well, I'm gonna get going for now, but I'll see you all next time.
Sorry, quick question. At 3rd level, do I know, because it says I have 2 2nd level spell slots. Does that mean I learn 2 spells?
I think wizard.
No.
Yeah, you don't learn 2 spells. I think if you took a wizard level, I think every wizard level you can learn a certain amount of spells. It says under your wizard spell casting.
There's
It has
a
something to
certain
do with your
amount to learn
intelligence modifier.
automatically, and if you want more, you have to do that manually in game.
Yeah, it'll say like how many actual spells you learn each level, and if you want other spells, you have to scribe them. But you do learn some spells from, I think it's considered like research and just general stuff.
My passive perception's gone up to 23.
Oh, you just get 2.
Well,
Yeah, my passive perception is
maybe
a bit better now.
you'll see Shaith, or maybe you'll see the mysterious woman next time.
I think my passive perception is 16
If I
now or
missed by
something.
1, that's bloody annoying.
All right, I'm taking off, everyone. Take care.
See you later. Let's go as well.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, excuse me. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. I have another game today at 5:30 if you want to check it out then. Take care.